Man, gang, looks like we're having sound issues once more. I'm trying to get this worked out really quick. Holy shnikes, what the heck? Why does this keep doing this? I do not know. Should be on default. But it's not coming through in certain. Well, here we go. I'm coming through there. The music wasn't coming through. So let me turn this one on. Perhaps that will help. Hopefully Chris will come back in just a second. Let me go live over here since I haven't. Welcome, Wapham crew, guys, gals, ghouls, friends, fiends, foes. Anyone out there who may be listening beyond the omniverse tonight, secure your tinfoil hats, buckle down tight, and hold on loosely as we soar over the rocky tops of the La Platas on a rocky mountain high, get sucked into the vortex of the Four Corners, and settle down snugly at mile marker 420 in colorful Colorado. It is Saturday, December 16th, Sunday, December 17th for those of you across the pond and beyond. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, and welcome to We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. And we're a hot mess. No. Man, I was feeling pretty confident tonight. Everything went off without a hitch last week, and for some apparent reason, we're having some sound issues. So Chris came on. I saw the sound bouncing. Should be working. Hopefully he'll be coming back, but we'll see what happens with that. Anyways, I'm so grateful that you guys could join us this evening. It's funny, like every time I get stressed out on here, my eyes get teared up. I don't know why. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I'm your host, TessaTNT. We're broadcasting live from the Mile High Clubhouse tonight. I'm so grateful for you guys to join us. If you're listening live right now, you may be listening to us on KPNL Radio, which you can find at KPNL Radio at kpnl-db.com. You can also find us on eTalk Radio, which you can find on etalk.tv/radio, as well as Spreaker.com under We Are Paradox Media. Those are some good places to listen. If you like to watch or enjoy the video and be able to see what you're listening to, you can listen to us over on Facebook at We Are Paradox Media, YouTube, as well as Twitch. If you don't mind, mosey on over to our YouTube. Please subscribe, like any video that you've listened to. And yeah, leave us any comments, whether good or bad. Hey, it's echoey. Hey, it's chopping up, whatever. Like, I don't know. It just seems like no matter what, we have some crazy shenanigans going on here. And I see that I'm signed out of my Microsoft, but I don't think that should have anything to do with anything really. But yeah, guys, this has been intense, to say the least. Just making sure everything's where it should be. Output, you guys can hear us? Can you still hear us? I don't know, I'm seeing anything bounce right here. Input, no bouncing there either. Oh, it says headset. Weird. So, voice meter aux. Yeah, that's bouncing. All sound devices. Headphones. Everything's maxed out there. Allow Windows to use this device. Let's go back over here. Let's get back down here. Oh, no. No, that's not what I was trying to do. Already did this one. That one looks good. So, yeah, sorry guys for the delay. We had Chris in here. For some reason I couldn't hear him, which is quite odd. Looks like just making sure I got all my T's crossed and my I's dotted. What a pain in the arse, I tell you what. Input, output, everything looks good. What the heck is going on? All right. Well, I still don't see Chris in here. Hello, Alice. Good to see you. I'm doing good, except for we're having some sound issues. Hi, Scott. Hey, Jay. Just making sure. Can you guys hear me good? Just checking again. Looks like sound's going through all right. I just was not able to hear Chris when he was in here. I'm checking my sound system over here again just to see. Default, default. Yeah. Speaker. Go there. Hmm. Well, hopefully Chris will come back in. Let me check over here on my messages. I know times have been difficult for quite a few people recently. Um, Hopefully he'll come back. If I have to, I'll just ditch the earbuds and just have him come in and be sure to mute myself because we have had that issue in the past with echo and stuff like that. So I've had to sign in or basically mute my mic anyways. But he says he's coming back, so don't fret. Oh, there we go. Got signed in. Just in case there's some deal with Microsoft and giving us an issue. I don't know. But I hope you guys are doing good. Thanks, Alice. Good. Thanks for the feedback because like I can't hear it, so it just makes me wonder what's going on. But he said yes, he's coming back. So yeah, we're in the holiday season, the throes of the joys and woes. I know it can be hard for some people and stressful and ugh. I'm one of those like things have been tight this year. I don't know about you guys, but it's been really tight trying to get everything done and get things ordered and get signed up for programs. I try to sign up for programs. My niece signed us up for programs, and we heard from the Shop with a Cop program, um, but then they never called us back. So I don't know. Let's see. It says Chris is on here. They will need to. Okay, add to stage. He's swirling. He's swirling. Uh-oh. There you are. Can you hear me? Okay, so what I was telling everybody is, if for some reason the audio, why is this looking weird? System, let's go sound. If I'm not hearing you through the audio here, I might just turn on the speakers and just mute myself. That way we can all hear you. Because yeah, I can't hear you. I see the thing moving. Um, Go right here really quick. Okay, I'm just gonna ditch the headphones so I can hear you. Because I just heard a noise. Are you still there, Chris? Can you hear me? Weird. Okay, let's see. Well, I could hear a click and a click and a click, but let me just hear some clicking. And I muted myself just so he could come through without an echo. But yeah, as I was saying, we try to get signed up for programs. We had the shop for a cop lady show up, and well, she actually called and had mentioned something. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, I can hear you now.
I think it was a tablet. I was trying to get on the tablet to see if they would make a difference, and they didn't make a difference. It sounded horrible. So I said, I'm going to get off this thing. It doesn't sound right.
Okay, yeah, I just ditched the earbuds and I'm just doing speaker and muting in between, which I've had to do that anyways because we still haven't figured out what the echo is. So she said it sounds perfect now.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Mm.
It's always, it always happens that way.
Yep, we always have these paratechnical issues. It's like, what the crack is going on?
No, but can you hear me good though?
Hmm. Yeah, sounds good.
I guess I might as well not need these because I can't hear nothing anyway.
Yeah, I took.
But I mean, it sounded horrible. I was like,
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps changing show to show. Like, I've been cutting off the show, not doing anything on the computer afterwards, as far as like the after party or anything like that. And it's just crazy. So I gotta go back through and check it out. Like, I'll be fine tomorrow because it's just me, but when I have a guest on. But everybody's saying it sounds perfect. It's all good. So welcome to my shenanigans.
yeah, it's just that there's always technical issues, and everybody says it's got to be you, and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I've been told by others, but I mean, I try not to think about it because I'm just me at the end of the day. But it never fails. It's always something. It's just I don't know. And then I've been kind of quiet because I've been just working on myself. There's just a lot of stuff that I'm going through right now. I guess it's just an awakening, I guess so to speak. And there's just a lot of stuff that one of my friends said you need to cut people off. It was another friend of mine. Um, he's been just saying you need to bring your level up because you can't let people take your happiness. And she goes, well, I told you about stuff, but you didn't listen to me. And it was a friend of mine that I talked to, but he was like, you just didn't listen. You just need to learn by yourself. I mean, there's some others that I've talked to, but it's just been really kind of emotional. That's why I haven't done any lives except today. I did a live telling everybody that we were going to do a show, and I hadn't been on Facebook Live for about almost a week. So I said, you know what? I need time to just get off of social media, regroup, rethink, reevaluate everything, push whatever doesn't belong around me, push it back, send it back, and this time to just reflect on stuff. And that's why I've been kind of quiet. Everybody's been just messaging me through Messenger. Um, I guess it's that time of year, so but I'm good now. Just working slowly and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I feel you on that. Like, I did like a 2-day fast and then I took a week off of social media, whether it was Facebook, any of my pages, and Messenger. Like, I just let go of it all, which was hard, because they just kept piling up and I'm not doing the thought of the day or anything like that. And I felt like it really helped me. I think a lot of us are going through like that self-exploratory phase, um and sometimes you
Yeah, and you
do.
know what they say? That, yeah, like they say, out with the old, in with the new.
Mhm.
That's how I look at things now. And it's a new year, even though it's not New Year's Day, but I'm already projecting that energy out of this month, December, and I want to start from this month and work to work on myself. And people have been saying you're gonna be okay. There's a lot of emotional stuff that I'm going through, but I don't like talking about all my business. But it's just more of an emotional thing that I've had to learn, and it's crazy because I think the evil's at play when people are really opened up because you want to help so many people, and this is probably can relate to you that you help so many people and you do what you do, you here, there, always just doing something. But then when you need the help, they're not there.
Mhm.
So you're just like, is that fair to me to be doing all this work for everybody else? But I call them, oh, I'm busy. Sorry, I'm busy. I'm occupied. That's not right. It's two-way street. It's not fair to to the messenger or the clairvoyant or just the psychic medium out there, whatever you want to label yourself, as a witch, whatever. And I'm taking that time now that for the first time I find this very, very difficult for me is that I've always said yes. I'm gonna go into the new year where I'm just gonna say no. Okay, I'm gonna
You'll be
reject something.
surprised how many people get surprised by that, because like even the girl I work for, Tassie, she'll be like, here, can you do this? Here, can you do that? And I'll be like, no. And sometimes you gotta practice, and like I'll do it anyways. I'm just joking with her, but I'm practicing. Like, no, you have to say no. And like you're saying, like we're there for other people, but people aren't really there for us. And I understand life is busy, life is crazy and hectic, but we have to take care of ourselves, because if we don't, we can't take care of other people.
Yeah, and it's just it's sad, but then I see it as I've seen some people in the past who come back. I don't know if it's regret or just I don't know. I really haven't figured that one out yet. But I see it as some people that came back in the past. Not right now, but I've gone through it. It's hard because I've always done stuff for people, and they know who they are. I ain't seen what them mean. But now it's time for me, and that's the thing. I never learned how to be selfish. I don't even know. I don't even like the word, to be honest. But this is what I'm gonna say. It's about me, not about everybody else. So if I lose friends or people along the way that they were never my friend to begin with, and say bye, because I'm not dealing with it anymore. I'm done.
Hmm.
I had too much time for them and less time for me, and they gotta go. I'm like, nope, you're not good for me. You're stopping me on my path, and I can't have that. It's gotta be a two-way street. You gotta know how to say no, and that for me was hard because I'm always been a messenger of helping people. And then the Virgo in me, me being the Virgo, we're always here to service others, but we don't take time for ourselves. And that alone is very sad. Now, there's people that are out there that are earth signs. They for you to reflect and have time for yourself.
Hmm.
And I can't say it any better than that.
Yeah, and it's funny how we're all coming upon this part. Like, everybody's got the New Year's resolutions and stuff, and ours is happening earlier just because, we feel that we need to. Like, it's really important to do that right now. And yeah, it's something that we really got to do. We're setting our standards early. We're
And
trying to restart and get shit going correctly.
Yeah, so I mean, it's different. But I've noticed a lot of people from the past have talked to me, but it's just a learning process, and I think it's there's something in the air that a lot of people are going through too. Uh, that I've seen a lot more depression,
Hmm.
but I think it's because they hide it. But I've talked to a few people, and they're saying, Chris, you're not alone. You're not alone. You might feel like you're the only one that goes through this, but people don't want to be a burden to you, and you don't want to be a burden to others. So a lot of people don't want to put their problems on you when you already help people to begin with. So it's yeah, and it's to me, I've seen this like since October. I feel like a different shift. Um, but being empathic, and I don't know if you've seen it because the last time I read it, but the energy, and it was like the last show that we did, not this one. But the thing is that you know it's like I'm learning and I'm growing and evolving, and to say that about myself, it's a big accomplishment because I've been told, Chris, you need a break. Chris, you need this. But I get the break thing, but you're not in my mind. You're not knowing how I process things. If I don't stay busy, then the level of, like depression or anxiety, whatever you want to call it, it goes down because I'm not active or I'm not going out or I'm not going outside or going to the store, And I've been doing a lot more of that. I've been going out more, but it's sad. But I think it's impacted me a lot. If it's empathic, my empathic, I think it's really taking tenfold. But I guess that's another thing that said, okay, God said, I'm gonna put another little something on your plate. You've already had this gift, but I'm gonna give you more sugar, more sugar for it to handle it. But yeah, it's a process, and this year's been just very, very, very interesting.
Yeah, it
I don't know
really
what you think,
has.
Ted.
And um, yeah, it really has. And I feel like, like you said, we've grown so much, but I think it's like time to grow some more. And we're having, realizations and not happy with the way things are. And it's up to us to change it. So that's where we are. And sometimes it's like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, but once you get to the other side, it's a lot better over there. So I agree with what you're saying. I think we're starting a little early with our stuff as opposed to what everybody normally does with the New Year's resolutions, which I quit doing those years ago. Because they never worked for me. But it's like once you come to an agreement with yourself and you're like, yeah, this stuff is not going too well and we need to switch things up, and sometimes you have to tell yourself that repeatedly and try repeatedly, but like when it really really hits hard in different ways, whether it be emotionally or physically or the world around you or whatever, like that's when it really sets in, and it's when it's time for things to change. And um stuff is when it's easier to move, but there's still some difficulties with it, but it's worth it. And I just posted something the other day about that, and I'll look it up when you're talking next and see what it said because it aligned perfectly with this.
And it's weird how I think me and you go through this stuff. God has been, supportive too, because we've been messaging. He's like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Don't let people bring you down." And even though I haven't talked to him, but I just needed that alone time for me
Hmm.
because I'm always like, "Sophie, got this, but get this." In 2 days or in 3 days, I had not been on Messenger. I had saw my ding 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 going off, but I just ignored it. And then there were people that were like, "Where's Chris at?"
Hmm.
And then I thought, "Oh, so I matter now? Did I really matter?" And a lot of people said, "No, you do." Just because, there's people that are not asking for you. And then there's things I've heard that people expect a lot of me. But the thing is, one of my friends, I talked to her yesterday, and she's like, they want you. all to yourself, themselves. But there's one problem there, and I'm gonna say it right now. Yes, you can have me to a certain point to, to guide you and inspiring for me to talk to people. But then what if something bigger comes for me and just say I'm off the grid and I'm just not even on social media and I get contacted by one investigation, I travel, and then something big, like a big blessing comes to me. I'm not gonna have time for everybody because I'm going on my journey. So things are opening up. So the thing is, I tell people, enjoy what you have me now, because when I become busier, and I've been told that already, that next year's gonna be crazy. I haven't seen it yet, but I've been seeing a little sign. I'm not gonna have time. I'm not gonna have time for it anymore. And that's what's crazy.
So I did find it, and we also have Sir Robin in here, in the sidelines, and I just messaged and said we'll be with you shortly. But um, this is what I posted, and this was 2 days ago. But a lot of this has been coming up. But this one, like when you said that, really struck me, and it says, life changes, you lose love, you lose friends, you lose pieces of yourself that you never imagined would be gone, and then, without you even realizing it, these pieces come back. New love enters, better friends come along, and a stronger, wiser you is staring back at you in the mirror, which is true.
Wow. Okay, that's creepy. That is creepy because some of that is what's been going on with me.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say anything beyond that, but yeah, that. Oh my God, you must be in my head. All I gotta tell you is get out of my head.
You know what's funny? My husband tells me that all the time.
Nah, but it's just it's good to start early because I think some people need to start on New Year's and give a resolution. But to me, I started early, and it's time for me to just. It's gonna be hard for me to say no, but I know when. I mean, that's gonna be sometimes where I'm gonna have to. I mean, I always said
Well,
no.
it can be humorous sometimes, especially like when you're practicing, because like I grew up, I lost my mom when I was 5, almost 6, to a drunk driver. My dad abandoned us shortly after to a visit to the grandparents' house. And then my aunt and uncle came and got us. And then, um, I don't know, you just feel like, I don't know, for me, my love language is like service to others and helping others, which I think should be for a lot of people because we really need to do that in this time of this time on earth because we're really going through hell on earth. But yeah, for me to say no was so hard, so I've just been practicing, and sometimes it can be humorous. So just imagine your mom says something to you and you'll say no or whatever, and imagine the look on her face and just be like, I'm just kidding, mom, I'm just practicing because I need to learn how to say no. But yeah, it can be humorous sometimes when you're saying it, but the more you say it, the easier it gets. And so, when you really mean it, it'll stick because people will hear you say it so much or whatever. I don't know. That's what I've had to do because I have always been a people pleaser and um looking out for others more than I do myself. And that's when I learned about if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of others and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and it's really good time, especially now for me. I just everything's red. It's like right on point, and it's like it fits like what you're going through. You don't tell me, but however you felt that day, that's how you feel. That's exactly how I feel, and it's insane, but it's just like I'm done. I can't say anything. I'm speechless right now.
Well, it's hard because, like, I don't know. So the way I see it is you're letting that old you die or, old ways and stuff like that. And it doesn't mean get rid of all the old ways because there's a lot of good stuff in there. But there's certain fragments. And like it said in here, like pieces of you never imagined being gone are going to be gone, but the good parts will come back. The bad parts will stay gone. So I think it's important that we're going through this right now. Um, but yeah, it is difficult, and just like with any instrument, whether it be musical or psychical or mystical or whatever it may be,
But
practice makes perfect.
but it comes with pain too.
Mm-hmm.
There's things that you have to let go, but you got to let go, and that's something hard for me. That's another thing. But I think as time goes on, it's time for me to work on myself and give myself some self love. As far as confidence, I'm good there. And say, I love myself.
Oh, self. Oh, self.
But that just hits home, and I appreciate you reading that to me. That kind of just, ding.
I hit the nail on the head with that one. But yeah, when I saw that, I just had to share it. I was just like, oh my god, like this makes complete and total and utter sense, like to me. And it is painful, but I don't know. Without pain, how do you know happiness? Without negativity, how do you know positivity? Like, we have to learn all these things and experience all these things and in order to be able to encompass them and appreciate them and learn not to do certain things next time or let certain people in next time. And I'm really bad at giving chances, but I've, brought my chance level down. You only get so many chances, and once you get to this certain point, it's over. Sorry, I love you, but no, I love me more. And so you got to go. Yeah, that's how it's got to work, and it hurts. It really does.
But whenever you're ready for sure, Robin, you can come in. I'm feeling good today, so a big change for me, so I'm happy.
Welcome, Brave Sir Robin.
Hello. And talking about big change, hopefully there's some good change coming for you that, along with questions you got to ask. But I'm pretty sure there is maybe some, the things that me and Tessa said, kind of making, without you even asking anything, I feel like there's going to be a lot of changes that you're seeing with what you read and the stuff that I'm saying. I think there's more with you, even though I don't know what you're at. But I think with you, it's more physical. There's a little bit of emotional, which we was kind of feeling, but you're having to make decisions. And this is what I need to tell you because I've been told this with a few people. Okay. It's okay to ask for guidance. It's okay to, but sometimes you got to trust yourself with your own thoughts and with your intuitive. You got feelings that you feel. Because I've always asked, like, with friends, what do you think about this? What should I do with? Mm-hmm. What is your opinion? I've always asked that. That I have to stop too. And I even admit it. I have to stop. Because there's times when you really need guidance. That's the most important one. You gotta ask. But if it's for little questions, if it even helps you to close your eyes and just breathe, or if you have to listen to meditation music, try that. Just be able to okay. And just listening to what drumming and whatever you're listening to and ask the question. But make sure you have it lower and listen to what you're being told. You don't think it's you talking, but it's your dad talking. You might sound like you're like you're answering a question. Okay. But once you're at your level, you don't have that doubt that whatever you're doing head, it's not you, it's the powers. The decisions or the thing that you need to do is nothing but you need to change. Okay. Sense to you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. Can you tell me why that makes sense? Right? Well, because I think that
Because I think I actually do need to act on my own instincts than act on prevent from other people.
And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes if it's little things,
Mm-hmm.
practice. And then if you want to practice, try reading people easy. That normal, if you're intuitive, try reading maybe a neighbor one day.
Okay.
Just try, maybe you might want to try reading nephews or nieces, But it just depends on what the situation is. Now, if it's something that's a big decision, like should I move or should I move, relocate my business, then I can understand asking questions. But if it's something that's that you can find the answer yourself, you gotta trust in.
Yeah.
And that's something I need to do because there's a lot of times where I'll ask people stuff. And I'm not saying for why I'm telling you this. Because when I just start to ask things and they don't know what I'm thinking,
Mm-hmm.
it'll come out of people's mouth and then I just say, oh my God, I was just thinking that. And then when they tell them that, then they ask me, why did you ask me? Give you the answer. But see, everybody can be on a different frequency or different vibration. But if they're on the same vibration, they're going to say the same thing. Now, if we're not on the same frequency, on the same level, that doesn't mean that they're not good. It's just that they need to learn, evolve, and trust their guides and trust their instincts because they're down here.
Okay.
With your frequency way up here, your vibration way up here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're like as bright as the sun. But then there's that time where you need that little validation. It's okay. You need that validation.
Yeah.
But you got to find the same people that are on the same wavelength as you. You're like a radio.
Okay.
If your vibration is low, you're gonna have like your antenna's not gonna be at full force. But if you put it up, you know how when you put the antenna to a radio, when you push it up, imagine your crown chakra like that. Put the antenna up as high as you can
Okay.
and start listening. And you'll be surprised what you might just get.
Okay.
The same.
All right.
I don't know if you have any questions besides what I said, but go ahead. You can ask me the question that you call in for.
Yeah. But what you said makes a lot of sense. So,
Happy can help you.
but so, but every now and then though, I see this white woman, just a glimpse of walk up behind my back door,
Mm-hmm.
and where I'm from, uh, like places like Snoqualmie, Issaquah. It's all Indian names, but this person's not an Indian. She looks American,
Mm. Does she have like
and
any dots on her head? Does she have a dot on her head?
but she looks like she's in, uh, but she looks like she's being married. So,
Well, sometimes also, I just wanted to add back in the day, like women would be taken from settlers and stuff and taken into the tribes and forced to marry. Sometimes they wanted to marry, but sometimes they did get married into the tribe. That's why, like, there's different genetics going on. But I mean, I don't know. It's pretty interesting.
I think it's some of that, even though I don't know that both with, but I know I'm saying that could have to do with they didn't have freedom to speak, so they were against the will to where they had to go. Because for them, they were going to get ripped or kicked or whatever the case may be, and they were like slaves. So if they didn't obey, they would get punished for it.
okay.
Now, for her being Indian, I mean, shit, that kind of goes back before we were even created. So whatever you're seeing, she's like very silhouette energy,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful, enlightening, but
Mm-hmm.
she's there for a reason. Even spirits come to you for a reason. So just know that for whatever reason she's there, you might always think that God, spirits are always there for us to help them. But this is
Okay.
reverse psychology. They're there for you.
That's what I was picking up on too. Like she could be like one of his guardians or whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So there's probably some trauma that you're going through that maybe you asked silently, you prayed silently, and she showed up.
Okay.
So whatever you're going through, because I don't know your personal life, even though I don't talk about all my stuff, but what I'm going through emotional stuff right now. Going through knowing when to say no, which is very hard for me. Um, and going through some different type of pain.
Okay.
With the old and with the new.
Okay.
Okay. So if you're going through that kind of phase, what you and Tess are going through, then you can start working on it as of now.
Okay.
For the new year and just start believing in yourself more. Because I feel that there's times where we left out, and I feel like you know who she is, but you gotta trust her. And like the thing is, what I'm feeling from you is that you're asking about why she's there, but then I'm also hearing from you telepathically. You want to know her name. That's where it comes from. Deep, deep, deep inside. So once you know her name, she might get you name. Might let you know. Because you know her name. It's the communication between your guy and you. And that's very important to know your guy's name. Very important.
Because I feel like I feel like I ended up moving here because I feel like I need to find out some things about this place where I live now that probably haven't been found out yet.
I would be surprised if she was the owner of that house. Why would she be there? That's just what I'm saying. She could be the guy, and I think that there is a lot more history behind the home. That's where you got to go back into the library and go back into this where they have like
Yeah, the museum, they have like you said, the library or the museum, they'll have microfiches where you can go through old reels, or even like you can go into a museum and say, hey, I live on this property. Do you have any old records or pictures from this property? And it'd be interesting if they could pull that stuff up, if you could recognize somebody from that photo, if it is somebody from that property.
we all have very they have the history.
So something interesting happened a couple of years ago. That there was this I encountered some other entity that was kind of I don't want to say malevolent or anything,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think I don't think it wanted me. I don't know if it was for her or not, but I think it felt like I was getting too close to something. It didn't want me to investigate.
That could be a big possibility too. So you just gotta you just gotta figure out what it is. Because like you said, you feel that there's something that you're gonna find out, and I feel like whatever it is, you got too close.
Well, I feel like also with that certain situation, she's showing up. She knows you can see her. She wants you to see her. Maybe she wants you to know the truth or what the real story is, but there's something else there that doesn't want you to.
Mm-hmm. And that's where you have a little bit of confusion because I feel that you're just confused on
Being
how do I
pulled.
go about it? How do I even talk to a spirit?
So do you think I might end up finding who the air person is?
I feel like you will. I feel like you will.
Okay.
But when you do that, make sure that I'm not saying that she's there to hurt you. Always have protection because when you seek, you shall find.
Okay.
And I don't know why I'm saying that, but whatever you ask, you shall find what you ask. That's like they say, be careful what you ask. But in this case, it's not that. It's more you seek, you're gonna find.
All right.
Does that really make sense to you?
Just do your homework.
Oh, it does
And
make sense.
get back to us and let us know because I would love to hear what you find out. 'Cause it's what I get from her. It's like she has it's a midwife. I don't know why I'm getting that. I feel like there's gonna be a male that you're gonna find out about. Maybe okay, that's weird. Something about that she could have been married, but there was an affair going on. Not I don't know if it's the purpose of the degree yet, but I'm kind of getting it. Like as I said, she wants you to know the truth because whatever she showed up for reason, you're gonna find out what it is. And I say probably, if anything, I give it about a month.
Okay.
About a month from now, you're gonna find out something.
All right. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Have a good night.
Many blessings.
Nighty night, love and light, Sir Robin.
That's amazing. Wow.
No, but I feel like she's not hiding herself. She's not trying to be secretive. Like she keeps showing herself. She knows he can see her. I think if she was trying to be threatening, it'd be more of a scary thing, like where she's like standing over you or running towards you or whatever, like trying to intimidate you. I don't think she is. And I think you're onto something with like she could have been married or like even with teachers back in the day, if you were a teacher, you weren't allowed to be married because that would take away your attention from being a teacher. They wanted you to be a single woman teaching the children, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know if it was the same with midwives, but with that whole affair thing that you said, like, I could see, like, whoever she was working under or whatnot, it could have been a doctor or something like that. And it could have been a pretty creepy situation. Like, that person could have been the one that took her life. That person could have been the one. Maybe she's buried in the backyard or something. I don't know. Like, why is she there? Is she trying to get a message through to Brave Sir Robin? Or does she need help? Or is she trying to help him because maybe their stories could be similar in a way? And it's funny when that happens because, like, when you do figure out somebody's story, sometimes it does help you because it helps you to realize things about yourself. I don't know. It's so intriguing and it's just like a maze or whatever, or some sort of puzzle. Like once you find the missing pieces and the missing information, it could really help not just the individual on the other side that you're trying to help, but you yourself as well. It's pretty intriguing and complicated.
Well, yeah, and it's kind of funny because most people think that if a spirit's gonna be there, and most of the time it's always like maybe something come over. But I think sometimes they're there for you and you want you don't get that. But I think that's something that I feel like is gonna change for some reason. I feel like some spirits are there to guide, and it's so weird that I'm bringing this up. I feel like the energy it's going to shift even in the spectrum in the spiritual world, which means that some spirits are maybe like an elder or something that they decided to come back, and people are going to see more things. Yes, this is life. so, so what I'm seeing is that there's going to be more of insights of more people seeing a silhouette of something or even more solid light. So it's going to be like people are going to be sharp by it. Now, the ones that are usually um, they're very skeptical about the paranormal. I think it is going to be going to open their eyes.
Okay, so Johnny. Oh, sorry, I forgot I was muted. And I just heard a man's voice. It wasn't your voice. It was somebody else. That was weird. That was weird.
Yeah. Okay, which is what that.
Yeah, that was super weird because you weren't even talking. I'm looking at you and I heard a guy say, right, or something like that. Like, it was so weird. Oh, Nicole said she heard it also. Yeah, I thought, like, what the hell? And there's nobody else on here. But yeah, Johnny was wondering if he could do a yes or no question. I was like, sure. So, Johnny, whenever you want to do that, just let us know. But yeah, Nicole, Loans, I want to say loans or lounge, said she heard it also. So yeah, I'm not just losing my mind.
I think there's a lot more. Like what I said, I just feel like there's gonna be strange frequency, strange phenomenon. And of course, I want to say it started when the eclipse, but I think it turned to where it kind of more weird, is what I would think. But this, like I said, I've been real quiet, and I've had time to work on myself. And what? I'm actually proud of myself because I'm doing it alone. Yes, I do have friends that I can talk to, but I know they're busy.
Well, yeah, it's different. Like,
So
even if you have friends, they're not going through what you're going through, and you are alone. Yes, you have a mother. Yes, you have people that care about you, but this is your individual path, and it can be difficult and complicated and hard for other people to understand.
yeah, very, very hard. But I'm glad that we talked about the subject, so that just means that we're on the same wavelength.
Can we do the Scooby Doo ending? Um, yes. So Alice said, I think we're going through Mercury retrograde. Yes, that's true. And it's funny because it's like you'll set out on a mission and you're doing good, and all of a sudden you trip over a stump or a rock or whatever, and you're like, how was that all about? Oh, it's Mercury retrograde. Like, just when everything's looking all peachy, something's got to trip you out. But yeah, that's pretty funny. Mercury retrograde has happened. A lot of people have been dealing with it. And you were talking about the eclipse. There's been a solar eclipse that I took the kids to. That was pretty intriguing. I just felt like I needed to be around a lot of people, which is weird for me because I have social anxiety. So sometimes that can really trip me out. I was perfectly comfortable. I just felt like I needed to be around people at that time and place. And there were some pretty interesting things seen when that happened, as far as like people recording it, and it looked like a window or something where a burst came through. And they're like, how could that be in the middle of the moon? But it's like, if you know cameras like I do, whether it be video or photo cameras, the sun's a very bright place, the moon in front of it, and you can see the outline here, but also it can refract things, so it could have been blowing out the side of the sun, not exactly through the moon. But it did look like some sort of portal did open during that time, but I do believe we had another eclipse after that I didn't pay attention to because that was a lunar eclipse, and it's very cold out here, so I haven't even gone out to see the what do they call it, gymnids or whatnot, the meteor showers and stuff. Like, the kids talked about it on Monday of last week, and I'm like, hey, you got a whole week. They didn't mention again, thank God, because it's too cold. I need like some sort of observatory place to do that. But um, so did you see what Art said? So true, lost my mom and dad. Go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, Art, I know you've never been on the show. You can call in, but the only thing with that is that if you call in, sometimes Tessa has some technical issues because now it's on StreamYard. So unless you want to come on camera, you can have your camera off if you choose to. You don't have to show your face, so that you can get a better reading from me. I mean, I can put the card on live; it doesn't matter. But I'm saying, but if you want to get more in depth, if you want to talk to me, you can turn your camera off. She'll you'll get the link. I'll send it to you. And you can do, well, I can keep her number, but the only thing is that she would have to have, I guess, how does that work? That's with a microphone, and the phone doesn't always connect for some reason. I don't know what.
So yeah, I have been paying quite a bit for Spreaker. But you could even do that on your phone if you want to. Like Chris said, you don't have to use your picture. You could just come in and just mic only, turn your camera off. We don't have to see you to fill you. But it should be fine. Like we just had Sir Robin in on StreamYard, so that should work out just fine. The issue we had with Spreaker, which I'm still working on, and this whole echo thing is, last time we had a Spreaker person call in, Chris couldn't hear them. They could hear Chris, so that was super strange. But yeah, definitely Art. If you want him to read you, just say yay or nay, or if you want to join us, like sometimes it's easier to connect when you do call in. Yeah, I just
Send him the link.
I just shared it. It's under We Are Paradox Media. If you want to look for it, Art, it's right there. Right before you said, "Oh, okay, got it." Yeah, let me try that again because it looked like that was on YouTube. Let me paste it here. And this one's on Facebook. Sometimes you can do all at once, or you can go back and forth between the 3 different places we're at. But there it is for you, Art, if you do want to call in.
Yeah, I told him the StreamYard, so in case he wants to come on.
It what?
I don't know how to copy and paste, so that's one thing I've always. But that's like send me the link directly, and I can always connect StreamYard. So, but you know, the way I see it's very interesting. You know, with everything that we're talking about. I hope you guys are really listening. And if you listen to the beginning of the show, me and Tessa are on the same wavelength where we're starting our New Year's resolution or whatever we want to call it, New Year's
reboot.
So that's why some of you guys have not seen me on Facebook. I've been very, very quiet. I have not been on Messenger as much. If you notice, you pay attention to that. And I've been doing that since, I guess, like, after the beginning of December, I started noticing that I started pulling away and just having time to focus on myself. And I feel like some of you that are so, some of you, even though you're not on the stream, but you're just listening to the show, I feel like some of you are going through a lot of stuff. And I feel like that is another type of awakening where you're feeling like, you know, you're not disrespecting anyone, you're just being more distant and having some self-care, some self-love for yourself, and just having that time to say, you know what, I've always done this for everybody else. But when is it time for Tessa? When is it the time for Chris?
Mm-hmm.
When is it the time for Nicole?
Wow.
For us? So it's just what I'm saying.
Yeah, mine, when I had my revelation, I'm like, you know, I can't go on like this anymore. And that was started on the 4th, but on the 11th it hit me really hard. Actually, yeah, 11th and 12th of November, and the 12th is my eldest daughter's birthday. She's now 24. I can't freaking believe it. It's insane. But that's when I'm like, all right, reboot. Like, I need to reboot. I need to stop doing certain things. I need to start doing certain things. I need to quit feeling certain ways, and I need to keep pushing. I need to keep pushing myself, because if I don't, nobody else is. Because sometimes, you know, you're surrounded by enablers, and they're not going to force you to do anything. You got to do it for yourself because you love yourself and you want better for yourself. And like nobody going to get us out alive except for ourselves. Really, it's all up to us to do this. And there's a lot of people out there that are feeling the same way. You know what? You're not alone. But it's really important that we do take that time for ourselves. And like Chris, I'm glad people reached out to you and were like, "Hey, you okay? Like, what's going on?" I had a couple people do that, come to find out, but really not a lot, you know. But it's okay because it's not about them and me. It's about me and me and me. You know, butterfly going into that cocoon. Go ahead. Sorry.
And it's okay to be selfish too, because like I told you at the beginning, I didn't know the meaning of selfish.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know the damn meaning to that. But there's a different type of selfish where it's like it's about me. I'm not saying it's not all about me. No, there's that little. It's about me where you can not be so me person, but at times it's okay to be a little selfish and start working on yourself because no one can fix
Mm-mm.
you. Can fix yourself. You might hear other people guide you to do it, but unless they're in the same state, then they can do it and guide you. But who's going to do it on their own? You got to do it on your own. You got to fix yourself. You're like a car. If there's something wrong with the tune-up, or something wrong with the water not flowing, or it's like the wipers not working. What do you got to do? Fix it. You're like a vehicle, and your heart's like a vehicle. Your whole body is like that. Mm-hmm. So you got to understand that we are like cars. If there's something that's wrong, your body's going to tell you. So you're gonna have to work on your motor, is what I want to call it.
Vroom, vroom, baby, ready to go. But we are at the first music break. Alice was asking how would you feel about giving me a reading. So we got Alice and then Art who are wanting readings. But before we do that, guys, we do have to go to our first musical break. And Chris is gonna love this because we got Miss McKaylin Hay on tonight, and she's going to be singing Devil You Know, Close, Collapse, Nothing But Blood, which is one of our favorites. And then we got Mr. Fred Johnson III on with Sugar. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this music break.
Your troubled heart bleeds like a river. It's rushing towards fields painted greener. It doesn't see the demons behind, praying you're getting close to the line, so they can get their hands on love and trade it off for silver. The curtain's nice, but what it hides is worse than sticks and stones. Before you climb the fence tonight, look through the microscope. Better the devil you know. 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 Your nervous spine is crawling with shivers. You're standing right in the eye of a blizzard. You're inches from a shelter, so near to warmth of a home in a chandelier, shining down its light on love, wishing you'd be closer. The curtain's nice, but what it hides is worse than sticks and stones. Before you climb the fence tonight, look through the microscope. Better the devil you know. 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 Before you climb the fence tonight, look through the microscope. Better the devil you know. 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 'cause I worked out a smile, out a smile, out a smile. 'Cause I've grown and I've changed. Yeah, we went separate ways. How come we're both back here? 'Cause you pushed me away, had my life rearranged, but still we're both back here. Back here, close to me. I want you close to me. I can see that you wanted me. There's too much sky, too blue, too white. The birds on the wire are singing, but I don't know why. Why aren't the roses hanging their heads? They're standing straight up, blooming instead. Now that we're apart, there's nothing but blood in my heart. Why does that guy have a smile on his face? Why is the sun even shining today? Why are the headlines talking about love? Don't they all know what happened to us? Now that we're apart, there's nothing but blood in my heart. The moon goes up, the sun goes down, the stars light up, the world goes round. Every day, life moves on, it don't stop for anyone. The moon goes up, the sun goes down, the stars light up, the world goes round. Every day, life moves on, it don't stop for anyone. Now that we're apart, there's nothing. Now that we're apart, there's nothing but blood in my heart. Blood in my heart. Blood in my heart.
Waiting here on this cold, lonely night without you. The tension's overbearing. Wondering, are you coming back home again? did our love go wrong? My sugar.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm way down here now. I have to redo the mic and the settings and everything just because the music wasn't working out too well. But let me go back over here really quick before we get back to Chris. And I believe I have to turn this back to speakers. Speakers. Because
It's all echoey.
that way we can hear Chris too. Oh, wait. Where the heck was that? I think it's speakers. There it is. Oh yeah, and I also have to turn it back on over here too. Oh, yep, that's on.
Yeah, it's all echoey.
Okay.
Can you because you did something echoes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I just listened to you playing that song, or it's the song. I don't know how they did it. She turned it on. But yeah, it's just been just very interesting night. I mean, I guess she's still trying to work on her or whatever, but before she went on break, we had that echo in the game. But then it came back after the song. But I don't know why that happened. Maybe it's a delay on the music or some. I don't know. I don't want to say extreme yet. I really don't know. But
Hopefully this fixed it, because I was just like, oh, why is the music sounding all weird? And then I got it to work, and now I had to change some things again. Is it sounding better?
Yeah, you were echoing that, but now you're back to normal.
There's no such thing as normal.
Yeah, you know what? I should get one there's this one friend of mine said you need to get another shirt that says I'm hair and then I'm normal, but it's separated. Oh my god, that's just funny.
Splitting hairs, but yeah, poor Art, he came in a few times and now he's gone again, but come back in, Art. We're ready for you. Sorry we were on break when you came in.
I know that's the thing when you were on music. That's why I saw you on camera, but when she taking that break, we don't talk. It's listening to the music and like and I actually liked it because I was like jamming out to it. So, but I think very interesting for us to be on the same wavelength. I mean, because that's very to me. I think that's very uncommon for people to be on the same page, because some people could be going through something different. But I think there's others that probably going through something similar to that, to the level of something having to change, or to work on something that people need to use. Some people just have a pattern of doing the same thing, same pattern, something to change. But it's just, sometimes it's good to change. It's just some of us don't adapt to it very well. But if we know we need to change, there should be no exceptions to it. But if it's too better you, I don't see anything wrong with change. It's just having to adapt to it. It's just the issue.
Yeah, it's very hard. I grew up fast because of all the things I said earlier with my parents and moving around and stuff. And it was my very first relationship, and it was hardcore. And that guy was very abusive. Several really bad things happened. I lost a couple kids and stuff. And I would call my sister and ask her, because my mom's no longer here. So who do I talk to? My older sister. And I'd be like, this is driving me crazy. I don't know what to do. And, everything's changing and I can't handle it. And she said, you know what? The only thing that stays the same in life is change, which is true. It is the only thing that stays the same because no matter what, no matter who you are, things change, whether it's you or the situation you're in or what. It's pretty interesting and hard.
Mhm. Yeah, somebody, that's another thing I know how artists talking about mom, but once your mom goes, it's never the same. I mean, I've been told to enjoy my mom, while you can, but, there always comes to an end when the person goes, but you gotta look at it differently. You will see them again. This was, you gotta live your life and complete your mission.
Mm-hmm.
When your mission is complete, then God take you and you get reunited with your loved one, but that's part of the process. And I feel that when you cross over, it doesn't stop. It continues. It's just a day's friend. It's just a different way thing. It's just something that you gotta adapt to. And that's just very, very hard. But if you want to make that change, sometimes you gotta make hard decisions. But you know what? I need to change. I need to be better than ever. But there's nothing wrong with that. There's always time for improvement because we don't live perfect lives. To remember what we don't live a perfect life.
Uh-uh. There's no such thing as a perfect life. There's no such thing as normal. No, that does not exist. That is something that everybody wants to achieve. It's not achievable. Everything is different, and that's been a big argument between me and my kids, the way we live our lives, the way other people live their lives. And I'm like, the ones you think are the perfect family or the most normal family are generally the most messed up. I almost used the F word, but trying to be respectful. Another thing I'm trying to change. I've been cussing like a sailor since I was knee high to a grasshopper. So that's another thing I'm trying to change. But no, there is no normal. There is no perfect. It's a messed up world we live in, and there's messed up families, but families are important. It's good to have families. And like me, if you do lose your family, then you begin to build your own and you find people that are your people, that you make your family. And so that way you don't ever feel alone, because otherwise you could just be floating around like that poor old plastic bag on that one movie, just floating around willy-nilly all over the place, all by yourself. Yes, it's important to have alone time and to learn more about yourself and to really love yourself. And that's very important, to have that self-love and to defend yourself against certain things. But it's really important to have family too and to help each other. And like I've repeated myself so many times with this, like we really need to stick together and help each other out and raise each other up, because otherwise we ain't getting out of the cesspool. We're going to get stuck. So we just got to keep helping each other. We just got to be careful.
That I can agree on. I mean, there's people that call me a lot of times that, I need this and that, but I haven't been wanting to do it. But I think, there's things that I need to change, I don't know things that I can work on. That's why I've been going out more.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be problems, but, just make the best of life. Just enjoy what you can. And one thing I'm going to say, because I was talking about this thing we found out was on my life earlier today. Whoever saw it. Okay, this is a mess to do itself. First thing first, don't change to fit in. Be yourself. Not accept you for who you are and for whatever you do. If you do something and they disagree, what does that tell you?
You're on the right path.
You don't need to change to fit in. You don't need to be
Don't ever
and
change for that
be happy
reason.
and be a people pleaser. Yeah, and I think I'm like, because I was always a people pleaser, and that's where you say where it starts with saying no. That's a big change in itself, but
I used to hate saying that word, but I actually really enjoy it these days. No. Huh? I'm like, yeah, you could do that for yourself. That's why I'm saying no. Oh, but I have all these things. And I'm like, no, you don't. Like, you have so much more here that you could carry. And over here, you got a free hand. Like, you could do this, but it's my job to help her. But I'm just trying to teach her, like, you can do this on your own. You don't need me to do it for you. You're just being lazy right now. But it's okay, because it's my job. But at the same time, like, I don't know, it just cracks me up because I'll say no and then I'll be like, you know, laughing because, like, it used to scare me to say no, but now, I don't know, I find it funny.
yeah, it's tough, but but it just makes a lot of sense, and it's good to change.
Mm-hmm.
There might be something I might not like, but it's just to better me, to move forward, whatever God has planned for me. Because God has a plan for everyone. Remember that, everyone. God has a plan for you.
And you know what, like, in our earthly bodies and being our earthly selves, sometimes we feel like it's too much, but He will not give us more than we can handle. And there was something I was saying earlier that reminded me of of this. Shoot, what was it? Okay, so the same thing as far as it being too hard. And when you pray, if you do pray, which is very important to pray to a higher being, whether it's God or your brother Jesus Christ or whatever you believe in as a higher power, to pray to that and turn over your problems to that. But there was one thing that I remembered when I was younger because, there is molestation, there's rape, there's other abuses that happen to us, whether it be verbal or emotional or physical. They're all hard things for us to go through. And, you might pray and be like, but this is too hard. This is too hard. And one of the things that really stuck to me when I was going to church quite a bit and stuff was this picture of my brother, Jesus Christ. I truly do believe in him. I do believe he existed and he's amazing. And there's some other stuff I might talk about as far as blood and stuff that they found that actually came back to him, and it wasn't exactly human. It was a little bit alien to be descriptive as far as, like, it's not alien, but it's not of our origin, so it is considered alien. But he said, it is hard, but it's worth it. And that's it. Like, it's hard, but it's worth it. And like we talked about earlier, like these different things that really hurt us and tearing different parts away from us and losing different friends. Even if these friends seem like family, I had to do that the same year Vern went through COVID and was put in a COVID coma for a few months and stuff. Like, I had to kick my sister out. And I'm like, I love you, but I can't handle your BS right now because she was meth addicted and it was not good, and I had to just rid myself of all negativity. Yes, I love you, but I can't handle your baggage right now, so you have to go. Because I have my kids, and me, and my home. This is most important. You got to go, sister. Sorry. Doesn't mean I don't love you, and I had that discussion with her once she was clearer of mind, once she wasn't all jumped out. And I was like, it wasn't because I didn't love you. It's because that was the stick that could have broke the camel's back. And I just had to get rid of you because I couldn't handle it, even though you're not in my everyday life. And yeah, she was methed up, Adrian. She was methed up. And I've been there too. Like, I'm one of the lucky 6% that survives that. Yes, I went through my methed up situation, got out of it. She was she was in during that, but she just kept running with it. But yeah, I just had to get rid of her. And I told her, not too long ago, it's not because I didn't love you. It's just because that was just too much for me at that point. So I hope you forgive me. And she's like, yeah, I completely understand. She didn't at the moment because she's like, hey, I'm not taking any electricity. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. No, but you're right there. You're right there outside of my bedroom. I can feel you. Like, I don't have to be near you. I don't have to deal with you to feel you. Like, you're still encroaching on my being, my welfare. And so, yeah, somebody came in and hauled her out. And that was like the biggest blessing I could have had at that point in my life. It made me feel bad because I'm a people pleaser and I'm there to please people and help people and whatnot. But to throw in the towel, I was just like, sister, I can't do it anymore. And she was mad at first, and she left a huge mess over there in the side yard, which was okay. We dealt with that later, but having her gone, I can't even explain to you, like, the amount of weight that was off my shoulders just knowing she was gone. And that was one less thing for me to deal with because you have so many things you can carry until you can't, and until it takes you too. And, yeah, Adrian says, for sure, I'm a kiss ass too. I feel you, brother, but yeah, you gotta, like me and Chris here are saying, you gotta learn to say no. The more you say it, the better it'll feel. And well, sometimes I'll say it for no apparent reason just to practice, and I find it funny, but it's a good thing to say. And you'll get so used to it that you'll say it and then you'll reconsider. But once you get to that point, then you know you've overcome that obstacle, right?
That sounds good. And I love that, we have this energy point tonight. But if you're still there, I have a really cool park now. If you don't want to come back, it doesn't matter. I'll wait till you either comment below, because I'm looking at the other phone to see if you're going to come back or not. As far as like your mom, I know it's hard for you to move on because she was your friend. She was your best friend. She's irreplaceable. I think she kind of like suffered a lot along the way.
Is this for me?
But she, whatever. Yeah, this is for art.
For art. Okay, yeah. He kept coming in and leaving. I wish he'd come back. But yeah, please keep going.
But I feel like that she wanted the best for you. And that's what I feel. But along with that, there was a lot of things that people try to do to her, which I keep getting. The first is I think this is the Six of Cups. So she had a lot of emotional stuff that she had to deal with. The second part that I kept seeing was the magician part. There was a lot of intended energy. She prayed and she believed in a high power, but I did feel like some people didn't want her happy. That I can tell you off of, what I'm being told. Now, the Emperor card came up, which don't know if you still have the dad, but I kept feeling like there was a father or someone that could have had a major influence on her. This person was very caring, but he was very, I kind of feel like very dominant, wanted to be in control of everything. And he could not talk back. It was just like he had this kind of power thing going on. But she still spoke her mind, but there were times where she hateful for what she did, but she did very feel like she spoke for what she believed in. What was right, and she was, whatever she was not going to get, she put her foot down and say, no, not anymore. I'm done with this stuff. I'm tired. I'm not going to let this stuff come over me. Yeah, I'm a survivor. And either you change or you ship out. I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully that makes sense for you, and you can validate it either in the comments or you can come back. But she did suffer a lot, and sorry that you lost your mom. I would say just if you haven't gone to her place where she rested, go talk to her. You'd be surprised what you might get, because I feel that you're gonna feel her around you, and you feel that if you talk to her, I think you're gonna feel a lot better. And it's okay that you can sit there and just talk to her.
When you said that whole thing of ship out, you know what I heard? Shape up
What?
or ship out. And I don't know if she was military or if you guys had a military parent, but that is a military thing to say, like shape up or ship out. And that could be a naval term, but yeah, that's what I just picked up on. Sorry, just had to add it.
Like I said, Tessa, you're in my head. Tessa, get out of my head.
No, not yet. You'll still have an hour or so.
No, that's for Art. That wasn't for you, Scott.
Not you yet, Scott. But yes. Scott, are you the one that wanted the yes or no question? But yeah, please continue with Art. Scott, we will get to you. Promise.
But hopefully that makes a lot of sense and that resonates. But sometimes it's hard hearing the truth. Some of us don't want to hear it. Something that we don't like. But like you said, you ask and you shall receive.
Well, yeah, and it is hard, like, to let go of things, whether it's people or habits or places, whatever it may be. And it's hard because change is scary. It's a scary thing, but it actually is pretty exciting. But no, Scott was saying, no, he said, I was just saying, but he's good. But yeah, for sure. Like, if anything resonates with any of you, that's because a lot of us are going through a lot of things at the same time. And maybe certain messages will resonate with you. So that's awesome, Scott. Sorry. Continue, Chris. Oh, Art's back. So it says here they will need to connect their mic and cam before we can add them. So whether you want to be on microphone or camera, Art, go ahead and just add those really quick, and then I'll be able to add you. But right now I'm hovering over you and it's not letting me add you. So just add your mic or camera. And then I can add you, because I can't see you right now. Let me just type this. Oh, there he is. Yay! Hello!
Hey, what's going on, guys?
So did that reading make sense? I don't know if you heard anything I said.
I heard half of it and I started crying.
I'm
So you
sending
really,
you hugs.
really hit it. I just got the ending part where someone was like watching my mom, to a point, and then I was trying to get online with you guys. So that's
Yeah,
as
that's
far as
what
I
I'm
got.
saying. That is that she was a person that went through a lot.
You did.
She was very outspoken. I don't know about too much about your dad, but we don't talk about that. We can talk more about that private. But I feel like your dad or your father, however you want to call him, he had this very dominant energy to where he grew up like very strict. It almost seemed like there was some kind of abuse there. I'm not really sure, but I will can talk about that later. Um, but there was times wherever she did speak up, he would get real aggressive and say, "Don't talk back to me."
Mm-hmm.
But she always had to have that balance and say, "You know what? Either ship out, change, or we're done." You know, that kind of
Shape up or ship out.
and she wanted the best.
Oh, guys, I hate to say that, but she had a look. She gave me that look by the door. Think boy.
You're like,
Yeah, my mom was very spoken. She let all of us know exactly what it was about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's whenever your dad was like that. I mean, there was times where he seemed kind of more. I'm not saying that he was aggressive and violent. It was just more like just his tone in his voice to where it's kind of he wanted control, but it was like he wasn't even allow it. You know what I mean?
My dad had my mom's spoiled. So it was like a certain look to him, and it was like, he wouldn't even say anything else. I was like, okay.
Well, there's-
Hopefully that reading makes sense. Hopefully that reading makes sense to you.
Yeah, I
But
did. I
But
appreciate it.
hopefully, you're welcome. And how long? I was gonna ask you how long has she been gone? By the way.
3 years and a half. It's been a day of Memorial Day when she passed over. I was
Oh,
at
wow.
Dallas and my daughter. Yeah, my dad, my daughter and my daughter's boyfriend were here helping me, taking care of her. And she did not call me until 10 o'clock because I was going in at 5:30 to 10. And when I called, see how my mom was doing, she was that, you got to come home. And
Well, that's the thing. That I feel like a lot of emotion too. Like I think she was very outspoken, and I did feel that it was the first time for because every now and then wasn't perfect, back home. But there was times where they did.
Well, you know what? To me, that sounds like a perfect marriage. May I interrupt? But we're supposed to be partners. And I've been saying this forever. We're supposed to be partners. So she's saying, honey, boo-boo child, you better do this or else. And Dad's like, what Mom said. No. But I don't know. I feel like,
But I don't.
okay.
But it was just
My
that
mom-
some of them marriages
Hold on.
where they had communication.
Yeah, I want to hear what Art says, though.
Disagreement. So, but I feel like they got along more fine. But it's just, but you know how every time once in a while they get mad.
Kids can stir shit up, man.
Yes.
Kids can stir shit up. But go ahead, Art. I want to hear what you have to
Yeah.
say because I want to learn from you.
Well, I had a good life, dude. Don't get me wrong. Mom and dad, strict, yes. Dad loved my mom very well. They're both about the same age,
Mm-hmm.
1 year apart. Once he passed away, she took it very hard.
Mm-hmm.
And that was her, like you were talking about, best friend, best marriage there is, And the hospital bed, she was asking him to forgive her for the way she always treated him and everything. And
Something, there's no judgment here, dude. You're fine.
I know. But it's been a long time I haven't opened up.
I mean, have you ever let everything out, or you just let it out in portions?
And also, as he says that, can I add something? I had Alan on last weekend. Alan on sounds like an alcoholic thing or something. Alan was on the show and he kept breaking up. He kept getting emotional, and I'm like, it's okay because we need that. That's a part of our cleansing process and our healing process. So don't feel bad if you need to cry because we all love and miss our mamas and our daddies and stuff. And I'm just so grateful that you got to experience them for so long. Like, I feel robbed a lot of the times because mine were taken so early, but no matter what, it's so hard because that's a huge piece of us. So don't feel ashamed at all for sharing your feelings or any emotions. Cry on my shoulder, brother. I'm here for you.
It just, I don't know. Even with my health problems that I'm having,
Mm-hmm.
gone back twice from I flatlined. Then I came back. And then there's a lot of things that went with my health. That's why I'm pushing myself, but then I got too close to a person that I shouldn't got that too close.
Yeah, that's funny thing.
Did they take advantage of you or they try to use you or what?
No, it just, I considered her my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Real bad. I mean, she was in the room when I flatlined her. And and it was just like, my kids were there too, but they weren't there when I flatlined. But, I felt gone. The only thing I remember is hearing the doctor saying, "Are you all right? Can you see me?" And next thing I know it, I had something down my throat to help me breathe and my arm shut down.
Yeah, you were intubated and you probably kept trying to pull the line out. So they had to strap your arms down. They had to do that to my husband a couple years ago too. They have to keep you intubated or else you can't breathe. And they have to tie your arms down because otherwise, like, it's your natural habit to get that out of your throat. Like, there's something in my throat. I gotta pull it out.
Yeah, so I've been just like hanging in there with everything that's going on this year
Mhm.
because I'm on disability and this and that, and a lot of things have changed. And I just broke out in anger this whole week.
Mm-hmm.
The whole week I feel so pissed.
I feel you,
Pissed
brother.
because,
I feel you. And it's okay to lash
you
out.
know,
Sometimes you have to. And maybe you don't even know why sometimes. You're just like, oh, I feel so angry. I just need to lash out. And sometimes it's when people are around us that we love the most.
yeah, back then I was a really mean bastard. Excuse the language.
It's okay.
But certain years of growing up, you know, after being vandalistic, just changed me completely.
Yeah, because I'm gonna ask you a question, Eric. When you said you were flatlined, how long were you flatlined until they tried to bring you back? How long were you out?
She said they had to throw them out of the room real quick. They were by the door, and it took like about 4 minutes.
Yeah, okay, while you were gone, did you see anything? Or you didn't stay long enough to see anything? Did you see a light? Did you see a body?
I What can I explain it to you? Like it was dim. It was dim. No light, no nothing. But that's all I remember. Dim.
I had a friend of mine say that too. And he had like 5 different heart attacks. And he'd been through different accidents. And he's like, I still don't believe because I've died like 5 different times. And it's always dark. Sometimes you got to go through the dark to get to the light. And sometimes like 4 minutes or whatever is not enough time. Sometimes 4 minutes is a huge amount of time. It really depends each time. Did you feel anything? Like, did you feel like somebody was there or did you feel alone?
I felt like in the dim light, I felt like something was pulling me back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
That's all I remember. The next thing I know, I woke up with my eyes like, oh, what's going on? You know, that's all I remember. I lost most of my memory that I'm realizing that I lost because there's certain things that I do freaking remember very well. I'm like my mom.
Mm-hmm.
I will remember stuff and I'm gonna forget. I'm like they say,
Like an elephant.
it's more like, because my mom's supposed to be the end, she can still remember everything. And everybody said, nah, she has dementia. She's like, no, she ain't. And she would tell you too, no, I'm not. She would tell you her account if she wanted to. In her sleep, she can tell you.
She's like, what are you talking about?
You know, that's why, when people tell her about oh, she don't know what she's talking about. Oh, y'all better listen to her because she knows what she's talking about.
Somebody give her a stick. Go ahead.
But you know when I was asking you how long you were out? Because some people that when they're gone, maybe more than 10 minutes, or they could have been gone for like, some people just, once they're flatline, sometimes it's very rare that they'll see the light and they'll see their body looking down. Or they'll just die, they'll just dead, right? But they'll bring them back and they'll have like a quick laugh and they'll hear God or whatever. But then when they come back, their sensitivity is like off the fucking roof to where if they weren't had any abilities at all, when they come back, they come back super sensitive and the perspective on life in general, like what they can see in the physical with the physical eyes, they see things that they didn't see before. So when they came back from that near death experience, it changes their whole demeanor. And you say, like you can look in the corner and like you could have died from, like you said, for like a minute, and say you're just outside and you're just there still. And then all of a sudden you see a man there and you're like, hey, cases where I see a man there and he's just looking up to them.
What I have to say about that is maybe you can go to hypnotherapists. There's some psychics out there or whatever and there's past life regressions and there's also near death regressions. And it's kind of like, here comes Men in Black. Okay, we're going to flash you. Okay, so you came to the other side. We flashed you. That way you can't remember what you saw because we don't want you to tell anybody. And because there's so many people that have gone through, like, I don't want to say the exact same thing as you, but perhaps similar to your experience, and they experienced so much and they had all these revelations and stuff. A lot of us come back missing certain things, and that's just like with alien abductions and stuff. We come back missing certain things, like what happened? I had missing time. I was gone for this amount of time. What the hell happened? So you can do regressions and
something now.
Go ahead, sorry.
Like right now, be in a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
I can be walking out. I could sense something.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
That's exactly
and then I could sense something when I walk in. I have the habit of walking in restaurants. Hey, you know, I'm in a good juicer. You know, I'm all right. And then all of a sudden, back of my hair just start coming up.
You're like happy-go-lucky, and then all of a sudden your hackles raise up, and you're just like, something ain't right here.
Yeah, and or like I'm talking to my friends or whatever, and then I can feel like something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like I said, my other friend, my best friend, you know, I consider her my best friend, but she's going through something right now.
And that's the problem. And that's where you guys are distanced. Yeah, you went through something.
Happy for her.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
She needed it. You know, but it just now, like I said, I can know that this one's, I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I go out somewhere, I don't even worry about her, you know. She's gone. Well, later. Let's see.
That's just her. No, that was like with me and my sister. Like, we're not actual sisters, but like I said, as I grew up, I adopted different people in my family, and some of those people in my family were her parents. Bill and Jody, or Go Hody is what we like to call her. They both came from California, kicking heroin. I gave them their first jobs. Nobody else would give them a job. I was actually only 16 years old, running a freaking hotel. I'm like, hey, yeah, you guys can work housekeeping. So they'd work together, and I'd go check on them, and they'd be bickering back and forth and listening to the Rolling Stones and stuff, and it was just freaking awesome. I just loved it because that's life. But yeah, like, I was in an abusive relationship. I'd go escape with them, and they'd tell me different stories and make me feel better about life. But no, that was my sister, Sarah. And oh my gosh, now my ear is ringing.
I don't know.
But we were together forever, and then yeah, well, I went through something, then she went through something. Sorry.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's like we all go through different things at different times, and sometimes we go this way and that way. Eventually, she's going to come back to you. You're going to come back to her, and I think it's all going to be okay. Because that's just how it works out.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you never see them again, but for the most part, it does. Because if we're meant to be together, we will. If not, we won't.
No, she just doesn't know how much that I really appreciate her. Because, man, let me tell you something. I was a lost puppy without her for the first while. Then I just, like I said, you see me walking with a cane now. And I'm not walking with my walker no more because I got pissed off the other night. I said enough was enough. And then I started walking with my cane. And I'm walking with my cane, and then I stand in front of my cane like I got a staff.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a feeling like something's, like there's something around me, like the orb just hovering over me, like, I don't know, I can't describe it. It's just weird.
Okay, all right. Remember that day when I told you about going to see my uncle? I got a story to tell you all guys, and I've noticed it. I used to happen to me before, but I always debunked it as something. But I've noticed me coming back. Okay, I don't know if this happens to any other psychics. Okay, well that day when I went to go see my uncle, there's been a lot of emotional stuff that I'm dealing with. Which I'm not gonna discuss, but there's a lot of emotional. There's a lot of pain. But get this, dude. We go to the Aqueduct. Okay. It's a bar. It's a nice little place, but when I get home,
Yeah, I used to hang around that place back in the day. I know what you're talking about, Chris.
okay, I've been there twice. Okay, the church one is weird. Now tell me what you think, okay? I'm gonna tell you what happened. Get this. So we have to leave first because like we start at 9 to start, getting prepared. So we left about maybe 7 o'clock. Okay. So we're there and I told my mom, you know what, I'm gonna get some fries. Because we stopped, because we live outside of, where it's at, so we get there early. So I said, what do you want? So they wanted fries, they wanted large, and I got me the bag, and then got me a little just burger. I was fine, I got my soda. They're driving, but I'm eating, munching on the back. We get there, and it's like, it starts, because that day it was supposed to get cold, but let me tell you, this is weird. So we're just there, and then we invited our neighbors, and our neighbors went with us. They had never seen Mount Hoop, and they enjoyed the fireworks. So we went there. My mom was like in the driveway, and we're like looking, there's hardly anybody in it. You could see we couldn't hear no music. Well, we heard music, but it was like the DJ playing. So she said, I'm gonna park inside. But for the first time, we parked inside the parking lot instead of parking, because you can park on the side when it gets hot. So we
Yeah.
decided to do reverse. This is never happens to me. It's very rare. This happens to me, but I see this as a sign that my abilities are. It's weird. So we reverse the truck. My mom gives me the keys. We're in the parking lot. I get my sweater, and I had my what do you call it? Phantom sweater. I had it on. One had it was already like 7:30 into that there. So we got the scene home set up for the view was at 9. So we had an hour to kill, right? So we're just there, and our neighbor gets there, and he's like, hey, my neighbor's not feeling good, and she's like, I'm not gonna tell you. I didn't feel anything at first. So I can hear them in the back. They're like talking. So I'm starting to go to the parking lot, and like there's that gate on the side where you can enter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on the right side,
Dude.
on the left
Yeah,
side.
the right side, yes. I
Yeah,
on
okay.
the right side. Right when I cross the building and the gate on the other side, I got this
Yeah.
weird symptom feeling, dude. I don't know what it was. So I crossed the other side, and then all of a sudden, I'm like I wanted to throw up.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, get out. Every fucking time this shit happens to me, there's some weird feeling I get. So I start walking. Dude, I start walking, and then like the benches, I stood behind me. There was a bunch of girls, and I didn't know there was a birthday girl. I guess she had like her birthday, all this stuff. And then as we go down the steps, they had uh, the gas with I forget what you call it, to keep the flame. It's not like a fire, but they use that, the connecting to the thing. So I walked
You're
down the
talking
steps.
about the propane tank?
Yeah, well, I'm
Yeah.
there, right there.
And propane accessories.
So I was right behind there, and then all of a sudden, I couldn't help it. I hope this doesn't disgust me, but I have to tell you the story. The trash can's right there, dude. That lousy thing came up again. I threw up a little bit, dude. I threw up a little bit, and I threw it up in the trash can.
Mm-hmm.
But then I stopped, and like my heart was bum, 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 like beating. So I was like, shit. I was like, fuck. So this has never happened before. So I'm just using, and then there was like 3 girls, like they were just drinking and shit. I don't know if anybody saw me because it just happened real quick. I just made it
Yeah.
like I spit because that's
Yeah.
what happened. So I
Yeah.
paced back and forth, like maybe 3 times, and then the sensation just went away, and the rest of the night was fine. I took this friend I think it was, yep, no, 2 days ago. What happened? This is what she told me. I told her that, because I'm going through a lot of emotional stuff, a lot of pain, and a lot of, like the thing that as I was talking about losing friends and this all this other shit. So, well, that being said, I wasn't thinking about that. I was just trying to get out because I have been so confined here that I just isolate myself. But outside of that, I was fine. I didn't feel sick. I didn't feel nothing. My stomach was fine. I walk in, past the, the entrance and then the gate. I got this weird sensation over me, and I feel like I'm gonna vomit. And then I told him sit, and I was on the phone with her for about 2 hours. She's always a good friend of mine, and we barely started talking again. So we just talking, right? And she's like, "What happened?" I said, "I don't know." You know what she told me? I didn't think anything of it. She was, when you walk in, did you feel anything in the parking lot? I said, no. Right when I crossed that gate, and then the entrance, she was empathically need something
Mm-hmm.
from someone in the area. It must have been like somebody had some trauma going on, problem, like a real bad problem. Probably somebody was begging it, all this other shit. And you were feeling it, and right when you walked in, it went like right to you, like empathically, like you're a sponge. So then when you walk down the step, you had to pace back and forth. And I found out that whenever she goes to places like haunted, like real haunted places, she gets the same sensations as me. Like she can go in an area and maybe it's the nervousness or the adrenaline, like when you get so excited that it causes your stomach to get butterflies and then you get the nasty feeling. She has to drink that, it's called Brisk, Brisk. It's a punch that when she drinks it, pumps her
Disgusting.
stomach down. Feel crisp when you if that shit happens to you. You need to find out what is the calming down to, like, how like they think alka seltzer is good for like you have like butterflies, that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so when so I'm just like, he said, I think your abilities are going higher, but for whatever reason. And then she told me, when is the last time you had this? And I'm not telling another story. This happened maybe 12 years ago. Chip Coffee came to San Antonio. Like where the Alamo is?
Yeah.
Okay, there's an Emily Morgan Hotel. Okay.
Oh, I know where that's at. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know where that's
Across
at.
the street. Yeah, it was right across the street. And I didn't pay attention to anything. Of course, I just didn't know the area, but of course, I'm gifted. So I need to start paying attention to my body more. So I get off, and my mom's like, I had VIP. I had a chance to take a picture of him and all that. But I'm going to tell you what happened before went inside. So I'm on the outside of the building, didn't know anything of the history, even though I've lived here forever. I walk out, and I'm wearing my scarf, dude. Same fucking shit. I didn't even go in the building. And then and I didn't do nothing. And my stomach just, like, I had like something was wanting to come out, but nothing came out. I was just gagging.
Wow.
For maybe 2-3 minutes. And I walked in and I go down the steps, dude. And this is a different location, dude. Okay? So I go in there and they sign me and go, what is your ticket number? And I found out later why, and now it's making sense. So I walk down and I had the VIP where I can go in. So that's sign you and show the print. So I had to make a printout in order to go in. If I didn't print it out, they're not going to let you in.
Mm-hmm.
So I showed him that, and he said, okay, you're on the list. So they already knew all the people that went to the event. So I sit there. There's a bunch of guys and a bunch of kids, and I met a few friends by them. And I'm just sitting in the corner. I'm way in the back, dude. I met one friend that was on Facebook. It was like 10 years ago. So I'm just there, just chilling. Didn't think anything with it. Didn't talk to nobody. I made a few friends, so get this. So an hour or maybe he was a little bit late, but he was on time. So he comes in with 5 dude. But before that, I looked at everybody else. No scarf, no scarf. It was just me and him. We went to come in and the doors closed and they said, well, you need to go to the restroom. You should have gone to the restroom now. Because once that door's closed, I'm like, I don't like to be interrupted.
Hey, I really need to pee right now.
You know, shit, right? So they were there. He was talking about things that he's, what he's doing. And then I could see him with the mic and he's like, and I'm in the back, dude. And I know he was looking at me, but I never got a reading from him. But I could feel he was reading me because I was the only one that had a scarf. But what was funny was, how about that scarf is that I ordered that scarf from him online like previous years before. So I don't know. And I really feel like he knew. So this is where the kicker was. So remember how I told you when I started gagging on the outside of the building? I found out later that day when we were talking, he was talking about the history of that building. It finds out to be that building, before it was at Emily Morgan Hotel, that it was a place where they would put the bodies. It was a funeral home, dude. A funeral home.
Who's the one that told me about that place? There's somebody.
So then this is what my friend told me. That when I was going inside, before I was even in the building, dude, my friend, that same one that I went to the aqueduct, she said,
Yeah.
now I see the pattern with you. And she's like, and I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, listen to what happened to me. Okay, and then she's like, so I repeated everything and told her, you must have felt something, or spirit must have been outside of the building. Because it was during the day. It was like, his event started like at 7:30. So I got there an hour early. So she told me that I must have felt the energy inside the building before I went in. That there must have been spirits roaming around because that was a funeral home, and I must have smelled the smell of the dead. And I didn't know.
Oh no!
Until after Chip started speaking up, and then when I thought about it, I was like, dude, I freaked out.
Yeah.
But I've noticed that lately, this doesn't happen very much. But that only happens, yes.
That's like overwhelming. I cannot imagine. Okay, so we have an option right now, Chris. I have to say, we can go to music break, or I'll go really quick and you guys can keep talking. And then Alice was wondering if you'd like to read her too. Just a thought before I go. Because I gotta go,
No, we can keep going.
I gotta go visit the banana patch real quick. I'll be right back.
Well, then go ahead. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna say because she has something to do.
Okay, cool.
And that should
I ain't going nowhere.
I didn't know what that meant because she told me that my abilities must be kicking at high gear. That I need to figure out what is triggering my stomach. Because it could be like my solar plexus, like your chakras.
Yeah.
But according to what my friend said, she linked something with my ability that when I go to a certain area, I'm picking up more than I usually used to. Because it would happen, but I never brought that up to anyone until just now. My body's been doing that like for a long, long time, but it doesn't happen all the time. But it happens at certain times, and I've noticed that when it happens, something strange about to happen. The only thing is I don't know what happened after we left because we stayed till 12, but it got cold.
Yeah, I remember that night. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just so weird, dude, because I still don't know what happened, but I must have felt something from someone there. Because I didn't really talk to anybody because I'm real shy. But I mean, that day, dude, it tripped me out because I was like, here we go again with my stomach. And then this happened to me another time here at home. Weird, dude. And at the time, I had my dog. And it was maybe like, this is a long time ago before I didn't even know you. So I was walking outside one day and I was just taking, to go feed my rabbits because I had rabbits, dude. This hasn't happened to me either. This happened to me a lot. I was gagging, but this time it was even weirder. I was walking to the deck in the back to go feed the rabbits and get this. I'm like this, like something was on my face, but I had a flashlight and I'm looking up and there's like And the first thing, it felt like a spider web. You know, like the spider webs.
Yeah.
It felt like the web was with all of in the face and in the arms, and I'm like, what the hell is that? I didn't think
Yeah.
anything. It was just early in the morning. Had just gotten up, took a shower. I waited for a while because I don't like going, I'm taking a shower and then going outside and getting sick. So I had to dry my hair and all that shit. And I found out later, I told a friend about this cognitive feeling that I had, because it's called cobweb, that's what they're called. That when there's a spirit that wants that you're passing through, their body is going through you, and you're just feeling their energy, and it feels like cobwebs all over your face. I have not had that feeling in a long time. That's how I know that my gifts, even back then, were really off the roof. But now I'm doing things that I used to do that I, of course, I debunk. I try to just ignore it. Maybe it's just my stomach or I'm just getting nervous. But I've already been to October 3 times. So why in the hell all of a sudden I see my uncle and I'm gagged? I don't get it, dude.
That's just funny, man. You're picking it up. Like,
What was I picking up? That's the problem.
No. Yeah, but you got to remember something. Sometimes it's just like I explained to both of you. Like I said, this incident happened in the hospital. Since then, way it other people they don't bother me that much. I can sense it, and it's weird. It's real weird, and I hate it because sometimes I feel like someone's like trying to. How can I explain it? Walk in, I'm good. All of a sudden, I feel like being back to someone
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you mean.
and leave me. Like I said, I got too close to somebody, and now I'm regretting. And now that I'm weak, like I said, I haven't been talking with you. I haven't even got a hold of you lately. So weak. Been having my problems too. My problems is more because of health.
Well, we can talk more about it after the show if you want to.
You know.
Later. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah. But then I don't know. I just ready for it. Body's saying no more, and I decide to say no more.
That's what we're talking about today, dude. Because
Yeah.
I've done for so much shit, dude.
Yeah.
Everything in you. I'm not saying that my body's shutting down or anything. Mad at it. I think my body was actually 12 Yeah, there's a change coming from me. And I feel like I want to do more good, but I'm not even aware. And maybe my body's telling me that you need to start paying attention to my food or show. Anyhow, and I'm gonna say that my friend's wrong because I do feel that I felt something because after I went down the steps, I paced back and forth. And I mean, if it would have been like sickness, then it would have been gathering all night, and some of it just
Yeah.
I just
No, I couldn't understand that. That's what I said. Now I'm just like I said. When you read the cards, I was trying to get online. And I was like, well, I said, it's okay. Give me a moment. I'll get there. I found it. Then, all right, I was on there. And then blinked off. I'm like, oh, hell. Then it was too much echo. And then, something was making me just call back. And,
But it's so weird because now I've been there like 3 times and that's never happened. And one of my friends,
Chris, back then of the day, I used to be smart leaving there, walk all the way home, start crossing Pleasanton. You know how it's working? You know where South Cross Pleasanton's at?
Yeah, that's further way down. That's a long walk. Yeah.
Yeah, well, guess what? Dumbass walked through the river, the fog, and going all the way through the back ways. So, like I said, when I go over there, it's like, wow. I can tell you
It's changed.
different houses that are around. Oh, yeah, I know it has. Hey, what's up, Mom?
I'm good. I'm just sad that I missed the story because I came in and I was like super intrigued, and then I'm like, man, what did I miss?
It's very interesting that I feel that whatever I'm going through, I mean, it could have been a lot of my emotions too, could have lot of shit that.
Yeah, it is. You got a little bit of
that.
All
Like
connects.
it's a little bit of a replacement because I don't bring. That's like my third time, and the first time I didn't feel shit. The second time I didn't feel anything.
Yeah, but this time it absorbed me.
Yeah, probably. So there must have been something. Or
Yep.
someone there, or it could have been scared there.
Yeah. There's a lot of stories back there, right?
One day I need to look it up and because I don't know.
Oh, man. When I was going in high school, there was a lot of stories about aqueducts. I mean, a lot. I mean, I dated a girl.
Did anybody get shot there?
Oh, there's more than that. There's people getting stabbed out there. And the aqueducts in the back, those stabbings. I dated a girl. Hey, you know where the bar's at, right?
Yeah.
There's a road. There's a house. Then there's a house, and there's a road. The road goes all the way back a little bit with houses. Well, I was dating a girl back there for about 2 years. And this was when I was like 16. And back then, I looked old enough to right here. Before I would go get my beer.
Great. Let's go. Get my beer.
And then would come back with a case of beer, and the girl that I was fooling around with, brothers, sisters, family knows everybody. We would get so drunk, bottle of whiskey, and we would go way in the back. The aqueduct,
Way back.
through the bridge, water. You know where that bridge is across, Chris? I don't know if you've ever been back there.
That hurts me. Yeah.
Rock, and there's a river bottom. You walk across and you go to the water area, way in the back. Let me tell you something, there was a lot of stuff that went wrong back then.
Dude, what if I'm picking up shit in that area?
I know what I'm telling you, Chris. Dude, let's see, 86, 86 and 40. Right from high school, from middle school, from the 8th going to the 9th grade, I used to hang out there. Like I said, I looked into book for my baby.
Research. Yeah, I got to do my research about that area because.
And then, mind you, okay, nothing yet, Chris, around here.
Wait a minute.
You know where the bar is at, right?
Yeah.
You drive up, going to where the curve. I don't know. There's a house there that's already falling down. I don't know if it's still there. But that's part of the aqueduct in the back where the river was into. Man, you would hear some stories from people from that house. The lady was real pissed and whatever at this time. She was a real lady. And something happened.
Hey, dude, now
You're
you're
talking-
getting the chill, dude. You're getting the chill.
Oh, yeah. I expressed those my funky found back in the day, man.
I didn't know about the aqueduct bar, dude, but now you're making me want to do my research because, dude, the way I felt like.
Y'all guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm trying to wonder if there's
We can hear you.
spirit I was talking.
Okay, well, again.
Okay, there's I have to interrupt for a second. There's a 210 number trying to call on Spreaker. I'm not going to answer it because I know you can't hear it. But maybe I can get in there and tell them.
Pop up on my thing.
Yeah, you saw it. That's why you're like, can you hear me? Yeah, it was right in front of your face. And I was like, crack. Yeah, it's a 210 number. So I'll go over on Skype really quick and let them know you got to go to Spreaker. Okay? Yatch. But yeah, I'll let them know. There it is again.
They can call in and do the.
I wonder if it's Brave Sir Robin. And like, I don't mean to, but I kind of feel like Dave, like back in the day when I first started doing the show, and Dave's like, how come you only show up on the weekends? And it's because he does the psychic reading thing. And he's done that several times. Like every time you're on, he calls in. He's never around any other time, except for to ask, hey, when's Chris going to be on? Which is cool, like, because he needs a specific thing. He knows what he wants. He knows what he needs. So I just like, I don't know, when he comes in, I'm just like, I hear Dave in my head saying that, and I want to say that, but at the same time, I'm grateful that he's calling in and asking for help, because it's very important. But let me go over here and see who the heck that is. You guys, please continue.
But
all tripping and
yeah,
now got me
there's a lot of stories.
check that area out in the bag.
Yeah,
I want to go.
I even was racing down those streets back in the day when I was over.
It's a bar that I actually
From teenagers.
no, but I'm curious now because I feel like sick just for that 1 minute, dude, and then when I pace back and forth, dude,
Hey guys, hold on. Something's going on with my phone. I think it's mine. Hold on 1 second.
Well, that's weird. Our stuff is infecting Art. What are we going to do? We need to come up with a vaccination last minute and infect everybody with fucktard disease. Are you ready? Let's go. I'm just kidding. Let's not do it.
And now he's got me thinking. That's the thing, Alice. I don't know if you like to come on StreamYard. Yeah, we
Can you hear me now?
come on camera, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm having trouble hearing you.
Weird.
This man. No, dude, now you're making me think, dude. My body was like, that's making me think that I must be getting like, and I want to say it's my solar flex area, like when there must be something that's gonna happen, or something I'm picking up from someone that was there, dude, because now you're making me wonder what the hell was it? Because I don't remember the date I went on. Wasn't it? Wait, more in the chat. What date was it? Was it on the 8th? Or was it on the 9th? It was just recently, dude.
What day was it?
I think it was on Saturday. It went on the 9th. So there must be something
Yeah,
about
that
the
was
9th.
the 9th. Yeah, that was the 9th. I'm ready to hear it, Chris.
Maybe one day, dude, when it's like more like hotter, maybe we can go in there and just do a little. Just don't make it so obvious. Pretend we're just because I don't drink. I'll drink like soda and shit. So if you drink and you go with me, I'm gonna ask if they give me permission to walk in the bag, dude. I'm curious now. Yeah.
What, you want to go back there?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's
I wanna
go.
check it out.
Let's go. I'm part of the adventure team. I want to go. Like, nobody ever wants to go with me. Chris is like, let's go. I'm like, oh, I've been looking for you forever. Like, nobody will ever go
No,
with
but
me
that's the
on an
thing.
adventure.
That's the thing. If
basically-
you want to come, you have to let me know, and then we can like hang out. But it's a bar. But let me tell you about this place. It's a beautiful environment. Got a lot of benches. It's an outside, like where you walk, you can see where it says the name of the bar, and then on the outside, it's like it's got. I don't. I didn't look. You were right, but they have like swings for the kiddos
Mm-hmm.
on this side, and then as you go further back, they have this. I guess the game where you toss it. I forgot what the name of it. It's like the board and you toss it. They added, and then they have these maybe like 3 nice screen TVs. But I mean, they've changed a lot. It's an outside location. And further down, when you go up, when you look to the left, there's like restrooms, and it says like W and then now. But you have to walk on this, and then you gotta go up the ramp to go to either the women or the male, and it's like it's nice though, but it's But like right now,
Did you know, Chris, that 210 area code is the same as yours?
Yeah,
it must be.
it popped up on my
Tell,
phone.
tell Alice, because Alice wants that link. I'll send it to her.
I just resent it everywhere. So it's in Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So wherever you're at watching, it's the https://StreamYard, and it's Mjad Hufa or Hufu 70. So check it
The
out.
only way I can send it to you is that if you're friends with me on Messenger, but if you have me blocked, then I can't send it to you. Hold on, let me see.
Hey guys, I'm having trouble hearing y'all.
Sounds like a personal problem as far as getting that. But no,
Oh.
I'm sorry you can't hear us. Can you hear us better now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, the
Chris is the one that's
sound.
fading off on.
Yeah, the sound's been really crazy, so I have my mic set a certain way. So let me put the mic down here a little lower. Honey.
Hold on, let me try to send it to you. Let me see if it.
Hopefully this will help.
Alice, I just sent you the link. I don't know. Check your messenger.
Okay, Chris. You know, I don't do things. I've never done this before, so I'm willing to go if you want to go.
No, but we
Let's go.
gotta do it on the day we have. I don't know if we can go on the day he plays, or because we only go on the days that he plays.
Hello, Alice.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Hello, Alice.
Hi.
So what is it that you wanted to ask? Do you have any specific questions, or did you have
Um,
no?
not as no. See what comes up.
Okay, we'll not see what pops up. So right now, I feel like there's a lot of emotion right now, just with you.
Yes.
You have the justice card popping up. So there's a lot of, and I think you taught before, like in the past, but I know there's a lot of stuff up going throughout
Yeah.
the years and stuff.
Yes.
But there's a lot of justice that I feel like, and I don't know if this has anything to do with the last time that we talked.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like with all the stuff that I've said, because I don't remember what I've said around here, but
Right.
it seems like more of a custody thing that you've been fighting for years. I
Yeah.
feel like that's gonna change. There's a lot of looking top. Stagna, the pentacle, sorry.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like there's a lot of theory that you're gonna have to put into this, because I feel like there's gonna be a lot of lawsuits, not with you, but there's gonna be a lot of people that I don't know. You're gonna get a lot of stuff that you've been looking for. That you've been looking for, and it keeps getting like this energy where they feel like they've gotten away with it.
Yes.
But I'm sensing that's gonna change.
Oh, okay. I gave up on that. You know what I mean? Yeah, tanto año. Yeah.
They better recognize, is all I'm feeling like. They better recognize something's about to come up that
Yeah.
they've been keeping from.
Yeah. They could.
Even though, but you,
They've been really ugly. You know, her cousin that adopted her, very ugly. They won't let my daughter see her and stuff, and my mother-in-law passed away on Easter, so they were there at the funeral. And we had not spoken to one another. And I asked her dad if I could, have Haley see her sister. And he's like, well, you have to ask Maggie, So I did. And, she's got this nasty attitude toward me, And I just said, hey, can Haley see Isabella? And she looked at me real ugly. And she's like, well, send her over here. I said, well, I'm not just going to send her over here. I said, I'm going to be with her. He said, well, I'm going to be with her as well. So, we were, like I said, at the funeral home. So I went in and I asked my daughter, I said, come on, Mama. I said, you can see Isabella. And she says, no, I don't want to. So she said, then you can't force me. But it's just that they've hurt her so much.
And that's hard because I went through that with my niece, Crystal. And it was like the day after her birthday or whatnot. And she went out and partied with her girlfriends. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it, and then she went home. And then her husband, who she was like kind of separated from, was saying he would have her. She's like, no, you won't have me. It reminds me of the whole thing that I had with this demon entity. And when she said, no, this is not yours, this is mine, he decided to kill her and then do things to her body, etc. And then it was crazy because, like, he didn't run away. He stayed and waited for the police to get there. But unfortunately, like, one of his sons saw that, and so he started to copy that.
Oh my God.
Once on my son, and that was not cool. And that was my godchildren, and I was supposed to have them in my home, but that is crazy. Like, no.
Yes. Oh my God.
But I'm gonna tell you right now,
That's horrid.
that I feel like there's a inheritance that's supposed to occur. The Knight of Pentacles is showing that there's going to be an inheritance.
Okay.
That, with knowing that your mom passed. But I feel like a lot of people, when this happened, a lot of them were fighting for this is mine, this is mine. So I feel like it got ugly. But I think whatever you've been wanting and things that are going to change, you're gonna get what is yours.
Okay.
What you're doing is, like you said, you gave up on that.
Yeah.
I mean, just because you gave up, it doesn't mean that it's not in the air. It's just that everything is taking its course.
Right.
And you're thinking, well, you know what, it's never gonna happen.
Right.
But leave it in God's hands and just
Yes, I have. Yeah.
and just don't even worry about it, because in their own time, they might not allow you to see her, her or to see them.
Right.
But when she starts, I don't know how old she is now, but
yeah, she's 12.
So when she's of age and she's, able to speak up more, I think she's going to be seeking me, because that's what the seeker.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, she was we were very close, and, it was the mom, was saying, well, she didn't know whether to give her to us or to give her to Maggie, and in the end, she wound up giving her to Maggie, and Maggie's a bitch.
That's just like,
even though we haven't talked this week, did she ever run away at one time? Because I feel like she ran away, but they caught her.
3 years.
Oh, yeah? Oh, I don't know. Because they don't tell me anything about her. I don't know.
I don't know why, but I feel like she ran away at one time, but we probably didn't know that. Because she just got tired of her shit, even though she might not look like she's tired.
Right.
But kids can hide stuff, especially when they're that age.
Right.
She doesn't have to be so emotional. She could put just a mask over.
Right.
And a lot of times at that age, they don't need to. That's a protective shield. They don't intentionally need to do it. They just do it because this is my protective defense. I'm going to do this to get through this. Like, it's so hard. Right. It's funny that the antagonizer on your end starts with an M. The one over here on my end, that she's like, this ain't my mom, but this is my mama Mary, and blah, blah, blah. Like, they all start with an M. Why? Why is it always an M?
Why? Yeah.
Like it says the 8 of Swords. See, it says imprisonment, so that means that she feels like she's trapped.
Yeah.
Basically, she might appear like she's happy, honest, but
right. She's not.
She's trying.
Happy. Even though she's 12, and they're going to think, like, she's a 12-year-old. What is a 12-year-old? No.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised that if she could, if she knows.
Yeah.
Just not
we all age at different levels. We all grow older at different ages.
Right. And she was one that was very street smart, and wise beyond her age, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When she was younger.
Feel ya.
So,
just give it time. She'll come to you. Just give it time. And I'm glad I haven't seen you in a while. So if you because I heard, if you want to talk, we can talk. And then I have to watch some stuff anyway off the line. But we'll talk and contact them. My mom was asking about you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'll tell you.
How's she doing? Yeah.
It's fun.
That's good. That's good.
But other than that, I'm going through a lot of
Me too. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
even-
We lost my
Oh.
brother a year ago, Halloween, you know. So it's a lot of stuff, you know, it's hard.
Yeah, it's like getting harder because I think like since the years have gone,
Yeah,
because there's a lot of people I don't talk to, but then
right.
people come back to me and they talk, and it's like,
Yeah.
make up. If I did something wrong, I apologize.
Yeah. Right.
To me, it's like
Right.
the similarities, like how we're all, like you said earlier, we're all on the same wavelength and we're all clashing it or meshing, whatever the word you want to use.
Exactly.
We're all together in this in different ways and we all need each other.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, because,
I think this coming year has just been very, very interesting. It's just,
yeah.
I think next year it's going to probably be.
Hey guys, I'm having trouble.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, Art. See you soon, I hope.
You're well.
Yeah. You know, and
With this.
Come back.
That's
I'm contemplating, on getting a divorce. Because remember, that I was having issues with my husband. I mean, it's escalated.
And has gotten worse since we haven't talked.
Yeah, and I told him probably the beginning of the year. I said, you know what, I'm done. I said, I've already talked to my daughter about it. I said, I don't know what's going to happen. So he tried changing his attitude, but he killed me already. Inside, whatever little love I had, he killed it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's a lot of emotional abuse, verbal abuse, psychological abuse, I'm done. He killed me, and I told him, I said, you killed my spirit, man. I said, I can't do it anymore.
It's amazing that you said that because I even said that to my husband. I was like, I told my husband,
but you hide that pain, and it's
you're
like,
killing me.
I think we're all going to pain.
Yes. Yeah.
We don't like to be a burden to everybody else. But
Right.
behind things, if you need to cleanse your spirit, you don't do it now. Just cry it out.
Yeah.
Because you're getting rid of all that burden. Just give it time. You have time by yourself. You don't have to talk to me or anyone.
Yeah.
That's your time. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, but like I said,
It wasn't quantity. It's
I really, because like he's even said, our love is gone, but he's still here. And, he tries to play the part of husband, but, he knows that there's nothing here anymore. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's been, we've been married for over 40 years, and, but I think it's over. He's even said that, and he's told me ugly things, and that's what.
It's like once you get to that point and you hear those certain things, once you know, you know, and it's like, okay, we got to this point. It's hard to rewind and go back. We really can't do that.
Right? No. It's like we're roommates. But that's it.
We're like really, really honest roommates. Because a lot of times we hide a lot of our feelings, and then in the end, it all comes out like verbal vomit, and it's like this is how I feel.
Yeah.
And then you can't take it back.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry because I actually meant it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's sad because there's others that I'm talking to that there's friends of mine. People that I'm not gonna say to me, but they live their lives of people that they love. But they're like, Chris, it's like roommates, we're just like together, but it's not happening.
Yeah. It's true.
And then I tell them, the people that I've talked to in the past, my new friends that I've talked to,
right?
Why do you hold on?
Yeah, and that
was like, I can't let go.
I was already ready to do it, And then his mom passed away, so I said, "Well, I can't do it right now."
Art,
because I'm still. But you have to do it, You know, I just, I don't know. I don't know. I need to get my shit together first and then do it. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm thinking?
Like where me and Chris are, it's like right here, like things keep slapping together. We don't know what the hell to do. It's like, where do we go? I need to stop, separate myself, and move forward in a certain direction. Sometimes it's really hard and you're
Right.
kind of like grudging through. Sometimes it's a lot faster.
Yeah.
It just really depends.
You know, and my health isn't the best either. So, you know, that's
I'm gonna add a little something to that is that I feel that forever, and I don't feel like it's just between you and him. I feel
Yeah.
that he holds out the word. I feel like somebody in the family, and I don't know if I told you this before,
has
but
done
I'm
something.
seeing a dark female with dark hair
Mhm.
around your marriage. I'm not saying that he's with her, but I feel like they just didn't want you together, and it goes way back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. His family.
Maybe they were together on it. Like you're talking
Yeah,
about these
they did
two
something.
certain individuals. I think they were in on it together.
Yeah, and I feel like that whatever they did, and I don't know. I mean, 'cause I haven't talked to you in a long
Yeah, it's
time.
been a while. Yeah.
So think about this, and we can talk about it because I think.
Yeah, and see, Maggie is one who is very dark. She's dark skinned and she's got dark hair.
Okay, then I'm gonna ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something about cemetery work, cemetery dirt?
See, you are.
I don't know. But I know that, you know, it's used for spells and whatnot, but yeah.
Yeah, different incantations.
They did an offering.
Yeah.
They did an offering, and they threw it on your yard without
Mm.
even thinking.
That's nasty.
That because something like, and then this is what's weird because a lot of people that do this that know,
Uh-huh.
they can mix the cemetery dirt with what is it called? Like something doesn't want me to say it, but I'm gonna fucking say it anyway.
Uh-huh.
It's oh my god, hot foot powder, and mix it up and throw it on and you step on it, and that causes problems. Right when you step on that powder, it's like
Uh-huh.
you're done. Everything
Uh-huh.
around you just corrupt. Everything breaks.
Right, everything goes to shit.
So
Yeah.
that's probably what happened, but you didn't know anything about this. This was probably something that you stepped on. I don't know why.
She ain't
but-
hopping on that hot foot. Other people are, but she ain't.
Did you ever, by any chance, did you ever walk barefooted outside?
Ah,
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
all grounding.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's good for brownie, but especially now if
Yeah.
any person can over it. I mean, don't get me wrong, brownie is
Yeah.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I understand.
But you could have been set up.
Times with everything
Mm-hmm.
all chained in witchcraft, it's like more out in the open. It's not
Yeah.
good to walk barefooted anymore. Not back nowadays.
Right,
Now people just exposed to witchcraft and they just don't give a shit no more.
right, right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you a little something.
Uh-huh.
Whenever you go, or just, and I think I've told you this before, I don't know if I have. If you have shoes, get some bay leaves and put it under your shoes and walk with it. So if somebody
Yeah.
throws shit at you, the bay
I've been
leaves,
reading that. Yeah, I've read that. Uh-huh.
just put it
Okay.
under it, put
Yeah.
your shoes,
Right.
and then walk with it. And then whatever anybody throws at you, it goes
I'm
right down
protected,
because
yeah.
you're protected.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because ever since that, you know, battle with Isabella started, you know, my life went to shit. Big time.
Yeah, and that's why I think after even with that,
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it's possible, but then again, I wouldn't debunk it by any chance. But they could have even done work on her
Yeah.
to make her want to stay with them. Which
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird because, oh my God, this is making me sick. Hold
I
on.
don't know, you're taking a second, but I have to say, like, my brother's
No, it's
sitting
not-
up now.
it's
He's
not
at
like
attention,
this, it's just-
and that's like, he's reminding me of my Marine Corps bulldog.
What I'm seeing, what I'm seeing is that they're using a controlling candle. And they put a candle on her,
Yeah.
and that's why she doesn't want to. She's wanting to be with them, but if
Yeah.
you reverse that, she'll be wanting with you again, and then what you will have to do is like put some strong ass protection because once you get her back,
Mhm.
everything will be fine. You'll get her, but as far as your divorce,
Uh-huh.
at least you have one of your kids back, and that's important. I'm not saying
You just have to
it's
keep
not
the
important.
faith and keep going in the correct direction that you need to. It's freaking hard because people are evil and people don't care, and
Yeah.
you just got to keep
Yeah.
fighting against that wave.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is about witchcraft.
Hey,
and-
can I say something?
Go ahead.
Yes, please, Art.
You know, I heard the conversation
Uh-huh.
back and forth, you know, and then she's saying that she's getting divorced. I heard that part. And
Yeah.
I did hear her say that she don't love him no more, that she was
Oh, he's told me that as well.
okay. No, but I understand that.
Yeah.
But what gets to me that trying to understand something
Uh-huh.
is y'all two been together for what reason back then? Was it because for the kids?
Oh,
Or was it because you really loved him?
we didn't have kids when we were younger. We have a daughter that's 13 years old right now. But
Okay.
we've been married for 40 years.
But y'all been together how long?
Over 40 years.
40 years.
Since I was 18. So, about 42
okay.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just wondering because
No, but then, yeah, in the beginning, yeah, we separated, but then we'll go back, But no, we did that.
You're learning me a lesson right now. I'm like, here I am at 20 something years, and I'm like, I could see me being in your place in 20 plus years.
Yeah,
okay, I'm asking because how can I explain this to you?
You're asking why we're still together, or what?
No, there's something that I just can't put my finger on it,
Uh-huh.
and it's weird.
Yeah, well, his mother.
That's why I'm saying y'all been together for so many years, and then everything started going great, and then you had a beautiful daughter, wonderful child, and then how were things going then?
It was okay for a couple of years, and then it started getting ugly. Because our daughter is his cousin's daughter. We adopted her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we're older. But
No,
yeah.
it don't matter.
Some good people.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah.
y'all guys been together so long, and then this and that, and then y'all decide y'all want to, part y'all's ways.
Yeah, because I mean, things were ugly. Very ugly. Ugly. Ugly.
You can love somebody, then it just gets darker and darker and darker. Like, it's really hard to tell where things are going to go, but when it does go there, you need to recognize, and like she is and he is, like, you need to realize where it's going and be peaceful, at least. I don't know, it's hard because people have hard feelings. People try to throw axes and stuff in there, and sorry I spoke just a second ago, but it's not fun.
Yeah.
Not fun at all for
No.
anybody.
No.
I think a lot of us go through a different thing, and it goes back to what you said, Tess. We're like I told you, I feel like, and this is for everyone in the background or whoever's watching, start off the year with a positive intent.
Yeah.
Don't do your New Year's resolution. Just start making things what you can do and what
Right
you can
now.
change.
You know what?
No.
That's exactly what I'm going to right now. That's exactly
Right now.
Yeah.
Right
That's
now.
Once you fix yourself, everything else will fall into place.
That's what I need to do.
It's
Yeah.
got to start with you.
With me. No, exactly.
We don't have to wait for the first, and that's what we've realized. Like, I told Chris, it was like last month on the 12th. That was the same day my first daughter was born, and I'm like, shit's gotta change. Otherwise, I'm lost. And so that's when I started, and now here we are over a month into it. I feel much better about it.
Yeah.
I ain't waiting for the first of the fucking year. I'm ready to
No,
do it
no,
now.
no.
This is my time.
I guess I'm 30. It's been going on for a week. And I finally broke down the other day, and I said,
Yeah.
hell with it, buddy. I'm gonna go back just a little bit to way how I used to be.
Right.
Not gonna put up with no shit.
Mhm.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be blunt, very goddamn verbal. But I've been around my best friend 3 years. You know, I consider my best friend. I don't know how what she considers. I mean, I walked on eggshell. Okay, even my friends have been walking on a lot of eggshell. You know, and it's like I think now, I can take the back. I finally cried and I said, "What the hell?" You know, and
Yeah.
I snapped.
Yeah.
And now I'm moving forward,
Right.
and it's irritating me a little bit, but in a way, it's something that I know I need to do for the new year.
Exactly.
Like moving against the waves, like the waves are coming in like this, but you're moving this way. That's okay.
Right.
As long as you feel
Right.
like that's the right motion of your ocean, pushing it.
Yeah.
Keep doing it because that's what you need to do. Don't
Yeah. Yeah.
BAF. Give a fuck what other people are trying to do. Like, do you, do what's important to you, do what you feel you need to do because that's what I had to do on the 12th. That's what Chris is going through. Like, we're all going through this in different stages. Now we're in retrograde. Thanks, bitch. That's great.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you know, throughout 3 years, sick or whatever,
Yeah. My kids are for a long time.
gone far, like I mean.
Good job. Good job. Yes.
Before I lost, I finally found out which were my true friends and which ones were not.
Yeah.
And I have to say, because I was a part of the whole bar scheme for a long time, and I felt like those are my people. That's where I need to be. But these people are fleeting. These people are just like floating willy-nilly, doing their own thing. That is not where we need to be. We do eventually find our own families and people that are close to us. So I'm glad that you found that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I said right now. What I would like to do is just go out, get out. You hearing everybody going out to the bar, dancing, shooting a little pool, drinking. I haven't done that for years.
I love billiards. I love beer. Let's do it. But I don't want to do it there.
Thanksgiving was a different story.
You got a Spanksgiving?
Thanksgiving, I did love back then. Bottle of Hennessy.
Oh, I thought you were going to say wild turkey, but you went Hennessy. Oh, damn. I thought you were going to be like, it's wild turkey, but you're like Hennessy. You're all gangster.
And tequila.
Yes.
Vodka.
Yes. So for me.
I like tequila. I like vodka.
When my friend picked me up the dialysis, you can see I was drunk the next day going to dialysis, walking
Sweat it out and all that. Yeah.
Because there's certain things that we're like, I enjoy tequila, I enjoy vodka, I enjoy Hennessy, whatever, but is it something that doesn't enjoy you? Maybe it's the vodka or the Hennessy or the tequila. You gotta figure out which one you fight with later on, because I love tequila, I love vodka, not so much Hennessy. That gets me kind of loopy. But it depends on what kind of vodka and other things. So you got to be careful.
4 drinks of which one? So,
Okay, yeah, that's much right there. As your bar temptress, I would have to cut you off at a certain stage.
Yeah. But I mean, it felt good. Felt like A few days after that, I felt like I was playing. I was like, why bother? You know, I was already.
Yeah.
Till you get
And
the
then,
feedback, and then you're like,
yeah.
okay, maybe I need to rethink these things.
Yeah.
Because at the moment it feels okay, but then later on you're like, maybe I need to rethink this shit.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we're on here. And you know what's crazy? I know we probably, I don't know, we can still go over. I think we're going over the thing on Chris' show, but I think it's good that we're talking about this.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if we're going over the limit, but we can still, I don't know, because we ain't doing nothing else anyway, but,
Right.
but I feel like this year, everyone needs to focus,
Yeah.
start early, make some changes,
Yeah.
do adjustments, whatever
Yeah.
works for you.
Right.
It's like Nicole, it's time for self love, which I haven't
Yeah.
been doing much of that.
Yeah.
And I feel like
And that's what we was talking about earlier. Like, we have to love ourselves among everybody else.
Yeah.
And to me, that
Yeah.
was sinful talk. Oh, how dare I love
Yeah.
myself among everybody else? Like, first,
And I'm
and then me. And then I learned I have to take care of myself.
But
Then I can take care of everybody else. That doesn't mean like I have to be totally self-enveloped. That means I need to take care of
Yeah.
myself. Otherwise, I can't take care of everybody else.
Where we can look for
no,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's why nobody else. Stupid language. Shoes or underwear. I don't give a rat. I'm